Hey, everybody. Jason Carter, Adam Bronson, John Peterson. Of course, we got Wyatt in here. How are you, Wyatt?
I'm doing well.
Logan's at the keyboard. That's kind of nice. How you doing, Logan?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I heard you had a rough weekend.
I had a long weekend.
Yeah.
My hands will never be the same.
Yeah. Well, you know when you work them,
Yeah.
they kind of get sore.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Is that what hard work feels like?
Well, hard physical labor.
Might be the first day in my life I've ever experienced that.
Yeah. I heard you're a pretty good motorbike rider, right? Dirt bike?
I probably win on the equivalent of like a double black diamond. I'm more of like a blues guy. If you any skiers or snowboarders out there, so
we took a new dirt bike and ruined it. Is that what you did?
yes, yep. Had to pop a couple plastics back on my knees and
Yeah.
look like I've been through it. So
Yeah.
but it was good. It was fun. Learned
You're
some
a
new
man.
country.
You're a man.
I win a boy and I came back a man.
That's awesome.
All right. I like it. All right. Okay. Well, we're glad you're here with us, Logan.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. All right. So if you were to sell this bike on the open market, what's it worth today?
Oh, after all the experience it's had, probably double at least. The stories it could tell.
You've had it 60 days, right?
Probably not even
He's had
that.
it 60 days and went through $2,000 in value. Anyway, we're proud of you, Logan. That's awesome. That's what scouting's all about, right?
Yeah. Getting dirty.
All right. Well, Bronson, here we are. We're getting ready for all the hunts. We've been out scouting, running cameras like crazy, running low on sleep, low on energy, which now I'm sitting here staring at a bunch of it. We got Apex energy drinks, and I want to call them energy drinks. Probably more like
Just hydration,
healthy
too,
drinks.
yeah.
And Mike's here from Apex, and he's going to get mad at me because I'm calling them an energy drink. And they do give you energy, but maybe they're not so bad like energy drinks. You know what I mean?
And they do have options that don't have caffeine or whatever else. So if you're not in the mood for pick-me-up, you just want to chill, relax and chill.
All I
Take
know
one
is
of
I
those.
like to drink the stuff that has
The Wolf
things
Track?
no, you can't pronounce them, so you know it's as good as a prenatal vitamin.
That's what we say.
It grows hair and fingernails. You know what I mean? And it makes you feel good. And anything that makes you feel as good as some of these drinks that I drink out of a can and other places can't be that bad for you, but I'm hearing they are. John, our wives are telling us they're bad. Of course, they lie. They lie all the time.
Well, just for some background, so Jason's wife and my wife, they were nurses, and so they're a little bit focused
Well, Adam's
on
wife's
health
healthy,
and
but
stuff.
she drinks them too. Which,
Yeah,
How can you hate?
I haven't
How
had
can
one
you
for
hate
a
on
year.
How can you hate on a lady that drinks energy drinks?
I just went a year with
Yeah.
that one.
So
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
impressed.
congratulations.
Last
Yeah.
year.
Well,
it
he's
started
been,
from.
Okay.
Well,
you didn't
call
stop
those
cold
V8,
turkey. Okay,
those V8 drinks. I mean, yeah, there's some some of those.
So
but I mean,
saying-
I haven't had
saying
a
you-
monster literally in a
saying
year.
you stopped cold turkey is
Haven't had one.
slight stretch. But
Well,
anyway,
Yeah, I've had a Mountain Dew too. I mean, soda.
so is Wyatt.
Of course.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wyatt fell off that wagon a couple
Well, I
years ago.
mean,
but anyway.
somehow when he's crawling to his truck after what kidney stones.
Kidney
Wyatt.
stones,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crawled to his truck and then he swore off of them. I don't know
I
how
think he
that
did
worked.
that.
Actually,
I
I
was
think
off
you were
of 'em
drinking
long
water.
before that, yeah.
That's why we teased him. We drink them, and we accuse monsters of dissolving any kidney stones we might have. They're that potent. And Wyatt didn't. He was just drinking water, and it got
Yeah.
plugged.
Which
Got-
so I
Caught up with me.
it's a natural to think that water's bad for you. It's a natural,
Yeah,
you know.
well,
So
yeah.
I have no water at all. I've never had a kidney stone.
Yeah.
What do you have to say
Yeah,
about that,
I got
Dr. Wyatt?
nothing. No reply to that.
Dr. Wyatt?
Yeah,
I'll tell you don't want one.
yeah. I've had one, and
Did you really
don't
have to
want
crawl all the way back to your
Oh.
truck?
Oh, from my house, yeah.
Well-
to my truck, to the ER. It was
When it
Oh
came
my
out,
gosh.
he heard it ting on the porcelain.
Did
Yeah.
you really?
like a week later. Yeah.
I thought that was like wives' tale
Oh.
stuff.
No,
No, I've
Yeah.
heard it's. I've heard
Oh,
it's
it was
worse
painful.
than a man cold. That's for sure.
Knock on wood, I don't want to deal with that.
No.
Yeah.
Keep doing whatever you're doing, which is probably Apex. So,
A lot
all
of
right.
it.
So, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Hey, welcome here to the Epic Outdoors podcast.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Wanted to talk a little bit about what you've got going on. I know you're very familiar, great friends with Clay Hill
Yep.
over in Colorado. We know Clay, deal with him. Of course, he's killing everything big in the state.
Yeah.
Anything that walks, he knows about.
Yep.
And so, anyway, good friend of ours and a great outfitter. But then he's also diving into this company or help developing this
Yep.
company. I don't know the whole situation, but I'm sure you'll help us with that.
Sure.
And then you have a great relationship with him. You also know Wyatt from
Yeah.
way back in the day. And
we
so
spent a little time
Back in the
together.
hunt
quite an
days.
extensive, hunting history that leads us up to this product of Apex, which, hunters and trappers and anglers and everybody else is going to want to have. And so anyway, maybe let's start with that. We'll just take it to wherever you want it.
Yeah, you bet.
Start us off.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. And John, thank you for being persistent and staying with us and making this happen. So we're super excited. This is a project that started in earnest about 3 years ago. But it started conceptually when I went over to hunt with Clay Hill the very first time. And I think this was back in 2016 or 2017. I can't remember. But we were, at that point in time, I had been hunting for myself. You know, I used to get a lot of the manti tags. I used to hunt
conservation
elk.
tags.
Yeah, the conservation tags and stuff. And I think I had that 7 years in a row on the manti archery tag. And I was elk crazy. And then in 16, the conservation tag started to go outside of my my budget. And so I didn't do that. And that's how I met Wyatt that same year. I ended up going down and hunting in Monticello with Doyle and those guys. And that same year I went out with Clay to hunt deer. And that's where this all really started. It was Clay was drinking another company's brand when we were driving around in his truck, and I was busting his chops about drinking a product that was what I would consider subpar. And
why?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Tell us a little bit about your background, a little bit, so you kind of know.
You bet.
Yeah, what you're talking about.
Well, I'm originally from Idaho, and I came to Utah to go to school up at the U.
Okay.
And when I graduated, the economy back home wasn't all that great. And so the first company that gave me a job offer was a company called New Skin, giant direct sales company. Yeah. And ironically, I started in their information systems, department, and it was kind of an interesting deal. They were all about lotions and potions. You were talking a little minute ago about prenatal. One of their number one products is a prenatal.
Asian markets, if I remember right.
Yeah, they were big in Japan and Korea and some other markets. But anyways, that's where I kind of got my start. And then I left there in 2005, and I went to Young Living, and I was there for a long, long time. Everybody now knows about essential oils, but when I went there, there was no doTERRA, there was no these other companies, and so I had the opportunity to do a little bit of everything at that company as we went through the growth curve, everything from operations to product management, training, education, sales and marketing. I had the opportunity to do quite a bit, and it was awesome. So that's kind of where my background came from, and I became really super passionate about natural wellness. I got really heavy when I was working at Young Living. I'm a former athlete, used to play football and, baseball and all that stuff. And next thing I know, I was 250 pounds with a 40-inch waist, and was really starting to cut in on my hunting. Hikes were now laborious, and it was not fun. I didn't enjoy it. And so it was about 2012 that I really started to take my personal health serious. Even though I'd worked in the industry at that point for 12 or 13 years, I got really big, and it was impacting my lifestyle. And so I cut out sodas. I stopped drinking soda. That was one of the first things. I started to actually really pay attention to what we were doing in the industry. And that's kind of my background. And then when I left in 2012, I started my own deal, and we blew that thing up and sold it to a company called ZJ International.
And oil?
It was essential oils and supplements as well. We had a couple of different supplements.
Like a doTERRA type?
Yeah, it was kind of similar.
Yeah. Is there truth? Does that stuff work?
It does.
I know a lot of people that want to know if doTERRA works, which maybe it's just that type of product. Does that type of product work?
Oh, 100%.
Helps you with headaches. You got a cold, rub this on this. If you got this, rub this on
not
this.
telling my mom differently.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll walk into houses, and I mean, it's like whatever ails you, here's an oil.
Exactly.
Rub this on you.
It's like a little chest, and it's this, and it's a.
Oh yeah.
There's something.
Well, I got lavender on my butt, I got some lemon on my nose, and I don't know. Feel like I got a toothache coming on, so I got a tooth cleanser over here. What is this?
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh.
It feels like there's an oil for anything that ails you.
Well, and what most people don't realize is that all modern day pharmacology, it starts with botany, it starts with the plants, and so all of those synthetics that we take now are originally derived from plants. Nature, and then they go through but you can't patent, for example, wintergreen that's full of methyl salicylate, which is what takes away our headaches. So So, anyways, I could get into all of that kind of stuff with you guys,
I
but
don't mind. I mean, what ails you, John, that you want to know about?
I just asked my wife. She tells me
She
what to
pretty
take.
good. Does
so-
she take? She religious on that
yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
religious on it. But I mean, she was a nurse as well, so it's a little bit of mix,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, it is.
of whatever's good, and you know, when I
Well,
drink,
I feel like some people
Yeah.
are overboard, though. They have to
Yeah.
recarpet their house because
Yeah.
it stinks so bad.
Well,
yeah. I mean, you can go overboard, but she's not that.
No,
yeah.
no.
no, but like,
Are you
for-
wearing an oil today?
No.
Of some sort?
No.
she's
Okay.
in Europe, John.
Yeah,
or
she's in
Rich,
Europe
so.
for a month.
Yeah, but I
so-
mean, he would still call her and say, what should I take? Wyatt, do you believe in this?
I don't know. I've never tried them,
Have
so
you
I,
ever
I really
rubbed
can't say.
doTERRA on your
Jason?
skin?
I
He's
can't
still
say
in his
no.
30s. He's
Yeah,
just coasting
yeah.
through life.
He doesn't need
Wait until you hit
anything.
about 45.
I haven't quite hit 40 yet,
Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah.
right.
just
You'll
under
be
that.
looking for every edge you can get.
Yeah.
Anyway, all
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Mike,
Well, that's
so-
interesting stuff.
yeah, but
So
that's,
it does work.
it does work,
And
and they
there's
do.
science behind it all.
Oh, lots of science.
And so learning all of this is kind of your thing. And so when you're looking at this other company's ingredients, you're like, why are you drinking that, Clay?
Yeah.
It's garbage.
yeah,
And that's just because you know of the different
Yeah.
substances they're using.
yeah.
Is that what it boils
Yeah,
down to?
pretty much. Yeah, and so, and a lot of the supplements that you see out in the marketplace now, you know, there's good, better, best in everything, and a lot of companies will put the best into marketing, and so they looks cool, branding's on point. You know what I mean? Their story, their messaging is, epic. No pun
Yeah.
intended,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
It's all
you know,
about marketing.
but then they cut out really good ingredients, you know, and so they just use
Why would they do that?
because they're more expensive.
Cheaper.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
know,
more
like
expensive.
more
And
expensive.
you can't
margins.
patent natural stuff, so it's the synthetics that you're talking about
Yeah.
that you can.
Yeah, and it
patent
makes
or
it
whatever.
and it makes it cheaper. Like you can buy like plant-based ingredients are always going to be more expensive because
Organic
the
and
extract
stuff.
process takes longer. It's more expensive. Synthetics that can be created in a
Mass
lab,
produced. Yeah.
you know. So, anyways, but that's where a lot of this, you know, stemmed from. It was 25 years of working in and around the natural wellness industry, and having the opportunity to be taught and trained. I spent a month in France with a homeopathic doctor over there, learning about all these kind of things.
wow.
And yeah, it was cool, man. I've
Yeah.
been able to travel all over the world and see all sorts of, you know, different modalities.
Did you do that with another business that you were dealing with or whatever, and that led to this, or how did you bridge
Yeah.
that gap?
So when I was starting my own thing, I had the opportunity. I met this guy. His name was Dr. Daniel Pennewell. He was a MD in Europe, and he was kind of considered the godfather of essential oils. And I know this is crazy.
Yeah.
We're on a hunting podcast, and the guys are like, "Wait, why are we talking about essential
I'm
oils?"
wondering,
You got to get
You know,
there
I'm
somewhere.
wondering,
but I'm good. I'm looking into doTERRA and some oils and wondering what I need to buy.
Throw
Yeah.
something in there.
frankincense, like that's my go-to essential.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
frankincense
Yeah.
is my
Really?
If it was in the
My
Bible,
wife's
it's still good now.
Big on it.
Myrrh?
Yeah. Myrrh
Really?
and bacon. I don't know.
myrrh. I could
I'm
take
just
it or
making-
leave it, but
Really?
frankincense.
What does frankincense
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
It's the king of essential oils. That's
Really?
like my nickname for it.
Yeah.
It's the king
Yeah.
of essential oils. I mean, literally from migraines to aches and pains in the body to, you know, words that I can't use, you know, on air, like starts with a C, and, you know, and a lot of people, you know, struggle with, you know, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but you can't make because it's a product claim, so I can't do that. But frankincense is awesome. Like it works, skin issues,
Inflammation. doesn't it?
inflammation,
Yeah.
you name it. It's a powerful thing. So, but anyways, I spent a month over in Valence, France, with Dr. Pennewell, and that's where a lot of my journey really into the products. It was partially, you know, getting healthy myself, losing weight. You know, I've had a size 33-inch waist now for over 12 years, you know, going from a 40-inch waist and 250 pounds. I've maintained my weight about 195. You know, I turned 50 this year, and I still get after it, you know. And a lot of that has to do with if we want our body to respond, it's just like, you know.
Feeding it right.
Yeah, I got to take care of it, you know what I mean? So, anyways. But that's where a
Wyatt
lot of the
doesn't
background.
understand this.
That
'cause
was it
he's
for me
not-
last year.
He's not old enough yet.
That was the reason last year. Preparing for a sheep hunt. It was about right now. It was in June.
Yep.
And I am not, and part of it's age. We know that, but I am not getting.
Well, the energy drinks you crash off of.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you
that, and I'm
crash.
just,
Yeah.
and I drink them casually. I don't drink them.
Yeah.
When I say casually, I mean repetitively casually,
Yeah.
like just a drink. I don't
Yeah.
drink them to
I like
keep
the
alive,
taste.
to stay alive. Like I got to study or drive tonight. We just
I've
used to
been
drink 'em.
driving too much, and so
So I just gotta clean up for that last month of training.
yeah.
And then you go on a 3-week sheep hunt. So by then you did
You're
a
off
month
of
and now a month and now you're literally, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I never even thought about them after that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so just kind of might as well stay off them. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Good for you.
but
Good for
I'm
you.
still almost 52, and yeah, you're always looking for something to
Some new youth,
Serum.
fountain of
Yeah.
youth. Oils.
serum.
Frankincense. It's time.
I'm gonna look it up.
So do you sell oils anymore?
No. I still use oils, but I don't sell them.
Yeah.
It's become a commodity market now. You know,
Yeah.
it's really, unless you're a Young Living or a doTERRA kind of company. I mean, they're the cat's pajamas when
ones,
it comes
yeah.
to those. But you can get oils now at Walmart. I mean,
They're-
well,
Are they
we-
good? Is there a difference?
no, it's the
There's
same
a difference.
thing. Same thing.
So spend
Yeah.
a nickel more.
Yeah, it's worth it because Young Living or doTERRA, they're one of those. They're plant based.
They're good.
Yeah, if you get them at
concentrated instead of diluted, probably
they cut them, they fractionate them, they put synthetics because just like. For example, methyl salicylate that you get in wintergreen that we use for aches, pains, headaches, different things. That's natural aspirin, if you will. Well, you can synthesize that and, put it into an essential oil, and that's cheaper. That has the fragrance of wintergreen, but it's not the same thing. And anything that's natural, our body naturally knows how to break it down and assimilate it, utilize it, metabolize it, and then, pass it through. Whether, processed foods. I mean, we could talk about that all day long.
Same.
Our body, we put on tons we trick our body. A lot of processed foods, we put on weight. We don't understand why. Well, it's because our body doesn't know how to deal with a lot of those
stores
chemicals.
it for later, and we'll deal with it later.
Yep. So,
So you're with Clay. Back to that.
Oh, yeah.
With Clay, you have a lot of this history that you built.
You're
up.
hunting with Clay.
You're hunting with hay, or you're hunting with Clay, and hey, you start talking about this concept maybe, and because of him drinking something else, and so then where'd it go?
And you're all prepped. You're educated now, right?
Yeah.
Like you're prepped for this.
Yeah, I've got a little background in it. And so we were actually, it was an awesome buck. Buck we ended up killing, we called him George. Perfect, beautiful, straight, 4-point. That's why we called him George Strait.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah,
I was wondering. Yeah.
George Strait. He's, I wish I had pictures of him. He's an absolutely gorgeous buck. My first 200-inch mule deer. And anyways, we were sitting there out in the field waiting for this buck to stand up and so we could get a shot at him. And that's when this conversation, started. And it was like, hey, Clay said to me, hey, could we do something for ourselves? And so that started in 16. And then every year I went back for 4 years in a row and hunted with him. I had one of the greatest stretches. I killed 4 200-inch deer in a row.
With Clay.
With Clay, yeah, with Clay. He's the best. I mean, I have nothing but wonderful things to say about Clay. He's become one of my best friends, over the last almost decade, and his kids all call me Uncle Mike, so I feel like that's a pretty special thing. But anyways, for every year I went back, we would just talk a little bit more. Well, then you guys know the guys that go hunt, and Clay's good buddies with Lorenzo, and they kind of started talking about possibly doing their own line of supplements or whatever, and so that got me into the lab and working with my guys, and we started coming up with some product concepts and different things. Lorenzo came up in I think it was the fall of 22 because it was when we were hunting his sheep. And you guys did a big spread on Clay's sheep, if I remember right.
Yeah, we did.
Story.
Yeah. I was there. There was a 27-day hunt. I think I was there 24 of the 27 days.
Go. Yeah, he killed one of the last good ones in there.
Oh yeah,
That unit,
I found him, and I will say that on air just so that everybody knows. I found
I
found that ram. I spent more time in the glass for somebody else's
awesome.
hunt than I ever for
have
my
of
own.
your own, huh?
Yeah.
And if
But-
that's all you get on a hunt, you better get some of the accolades. Is all you get.
right.
We're going to give them to you.
Yeah, please. No, I'm just
I think
teasing.
it's good though. I think it's awesome. It's
I
a
like
testament to. I know he was. I remember
was a
him
grind.
talking about you.
Oh, it was a
but I
grind.
didn't know you,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
It was a grind. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. It was the emotional roller coaster of that hunt because we'd get on.
It wasn't a physically hard unit. It was
No.
but it was just a matter of finding
Finding
that
him.
specific ram.
Yep. Well, and we found him, and I know what happened. It was crazy. There was another guy. There were 3 archery tags. There was an older gentleman, probably in his 60s, that had crossbow, not a crossbow, but a recurve.
Yeah.
And he wasn't much of a threat, but there was another guy. We ended up becoming really good buddies with him, and we actually ended up helping him kill his ram. But on opening morning, he got on the ram that we called Seabiscuit, and he boogered him. And all those rams, the entire hunt, were all hanging together, and then he disappeared,
Blew
and
him
we
up.
did not see him for 27 days. And then we had 2 other rams that were shooters, one we called Pretty Boy, and I can't remember what we called the other one. But anyways, we'd get on them, miss shots, miss stalks, just baking in that
It's good to
late
know that Clay's just a normal hunter. That
Oh.
he's one of us.
Oh, he is.
So he missed the
Stuff
round.
just
Well, I don't know if he wants me to let all the secrets
let's
out.
go back and reread the story.
let's compare the story to the verbal.
To Mike's version.
I'm just glad to know he's human.
No, I mean, sometimes I don't know that he's human
Yeah,
because
he's a good hunter.
my nickname for
Yeah.
him is Snake Eyes, man. When that guy, when you see him get dialed in,
Yeah.
like he is probably one of the greatest killers I've ever met in my entire life. That guy,
He's
he
dialed.
goes. Like the night he ended up getting the ram, we found him. Like it was one of those days where the number 2 ram, Pretty Boy, we had a shot at him, and Clay was 10 yards, and I'm in the glasses watching. He's 10 yards, and he was on a little shelf, and the ram was right below him, and another ram jumped up onto where Clay was at, and it started, and it just blew everything up. And I mean, and that day we put some miles on, and he was just discouraged. He's like, we've got 3 more days. Let's just go back to the lodge. We'll call it a night. And I was like, no, we're not going back to the lodge. We're going to go. And I drove all the way to the north end of the unit, clear. We hadn't even been up any of these roads. And I'm not kidding you. This is how this went down. It was the craziest thing. I don't know if you ever had a moment like this. I drove up, turned around, I pulled my binoculars up like this, and I looked out the window, and there was a spot in between 2 bushes about 800 yards away, and there's a lone ram all by himself. If I had stopped 10 yards farther, I wouldn't have seen it. If I would have stopped a little bit shorter, and I called Clay on the radio, and we were able to get a stock on him right there. Clay got within about 60 and was about ready to let the arrow fly, and the ram winded him and took off. We hauled all the way down, and I'm not kidding you, Clay ran 1.5 miles straight uphill and cut this ram off, and I drove and got to another glassing spot, and there were these big rollers, and he was kind of just all by himself. That ram walked out of this little draw 30 yards from Clay, and he whacked him. It was one of the craziest things, and then, by the time we recovered him, it was dark, and it was one of the most epic things.
elation,
Like,
though,
no
after
pun
that
intended.
many times.
It was
just awesome.
it was epic, and it was persistence, and it was, just the grind,
Yeah.
It was awesome. One of the greatest things I've ever done, maybe on top of some of my own hunts and everything. It was just to be a part of that. And with the sheep, it's just a different experience.
Unique, yeah.
Beautiful ram. Anyways, no, but Clay, through that whole thing, man, and I know I got a little sidetracked there. I get excited talking about that hunt because it was literally one of the greatest things that I've ever been part of. But Lorenzo was up there, and at that time they were thinking about doing something. And so I had formulated a whole bunch of these drinks and everything at that time. And they decided ultimately, hey, we're going to stay in our lane. This isn't necessarily our deal. And so we had all this stuff done, and Clay and I just were talking, and he's like, dude, let's just do this for ourselves. And so we did. And I don't know if you guys know Chad Frotton, Cornerstone, he's big up at the expo and everything. And anyways, and so, me, Clay, and Chad Frotton, we went
all in.
And so, and Apex is
How long ago?
2021 or 22?
We launched officially at the Western Hunting Expo in 23.
Okay.
Wow.
So, we're only just a little over 2 years old. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
And how's it going?
It's going good. It's actually going really good. The first little, anytime you're new, everybody, like you were talking about, everybody's got their go-to. Everybody's got a brand that they like to wear their T-shirt or their hat. And
Groupies.
Yeah.
People like to be part of a successful team, one way or another, or a company or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. And so that first year, we had pretty good adoption, and then we had a kind of a sophomore slump, if you will. But this year, we're catching some wind in our sails right now, and I'm excited about this opportunity, to really get in front of the hunting world, because this is obviously one of my passions. It's Clay's passion. This is what we love to do, and support our fellow hunters, anglers.
So the natural question you're getting all through the expo, all through anything and everything you're doing is, what's the difference between you and other popular hunting supplement companies? So what would be the difference? And we all know who they are. Don't have to mention them. But what would be the difference between you and them?
That probably went into your formulation from the get-go, I would imagine, to answer that question.
Yeah, well, and just really simply, one of the biggest things is that. And then you guys see it in almost any kind of product that we use. You see it whether it's a daily vitamin supplement. Oh, it's 1,000% of this, and it's whatever. A lot of companies, they're trying to juice you with a ton of caffeine, for the energy. Well, caffeine's cheap. It's synthetic. That's why we get headaches. That's why we have like withdrawals and different things. And so one of the things that we focused on from the very beginning is what can our body use at any given time, meaning what can it metabolize? And then secondarily is, let's use ingredients that are clean, they're natural, so that they can be metabolized. And then the third thing is let's innovate and use, instead of caffeine, for example, let's come up with some other alternatives for our energy source. And, the 3 products that we launched with, we have Conquer, which is our energy, which I'm drinking a little peach mango right here. Okay. But you'll notice, like this is a peach mango, and the color is kind of an opaque color. There's not, we don't put any artificial colors
I've got
or
kind
dyes.
of the same color as Adam. Let's see, and I've got Quench, I think.
No red number 40 in there, huh?
No red number 40. That's one of the first things that people always say, like, hey, your strawberry watermelon, why is this not red? Or your tiger's blood, why is it not like, Yeah. But those things are all linked to neurological issues, and so
dyes. Yeah, they're not
dyes,
non-natural.
So color's your thing. It's what's in it.
It's what's in it, and
that's really helping you.
Yeah, and so our energy drink.
Wyatt's the only one that's not drinking anything.
I haven't opened one up yet, but
come on, Wyatt.
I have tried them out this week. A few different flavors.
I would like Wyatt to have the energy.
Here's the energies are right.
Yeah, the energies. I have tried a few of them this week, and I mean
they're good.
They're all great tasting.
Yeah, they're good.
In the past, with other energy drinks, things like that, or other, supplement companies, I've had a hard time picking through flavors to one I like.
Yeah, I'm going to drink my way to a 200-incher.
Yeah, it seems like this one I haven't had a hard time finding one.
It's going to work,
100%, bud. 100% guaranteed.
200-incher right here.
For everybody listening, guaranteed. You drink a little Quench like Jason
or
right there.
Your money back.
Or your money back call.
It's okay.
So
I don't want to be refunding all these tags.
Exactly. No, nobody talked about tags, just the drink itself.
Okay, all right. But no, and so if you look at our energy drink, it's the synergy effect of the different ingredients that we're using, and there's very little caffeine in there. And we use, and it's a plant-based caffeine from green tea extract.
So you still like the caffeine as long as it's in moderation and natural.
Yeah, and so like you'll notice in our energy drink, it's 120 milligrams. But when you're using caffeine, plant-based caffeine, as an energy source, so you're really only getting an effective serving of about 80 milligrams because your body won't use about 40 or about 30%
Whether it be
of it.
synthetic
and is that
or
different when you use synthetic?
No,
is it
synthetic.
More
Synthetic it'll punch
higher
you in the
percent.
and so that's why most energy drinks are 240 or above.
160, 240.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why you get this.
Yeah,
and then you get this.
Yeah. So you crash hard.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we've all had it. I mean, I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Listen, as nuts as I am about all of this stuff, I've drank my fair share of 5-hour energy drinks.
I had my crash about an hour ago.
You pull up to the gas station, you're trying to stay alive, driving home.
Now I'm on this stuff, trying to get rejuvenated.
Yeah. So anyways, we have very little caffeine in there, and it's plant-based and it's natural. But the biggest differentiator in there is that we use what I call a hero ingredient, and in that one, it's our Elevate TP. And so we partnered with a company called Futureceuticals, and what they do is they specialize in plant-based ingredients, and then they study, research, and what they've proven, there's clinicals on this, and so we can actually talk about it, is what they've proven is that with the ingredients that are in Elevate TP, that will trigger your body's ability to create its own energy naturally at the mitochondrial level of using the ATP process. And so instead of getting this, you get like this, a little bump, and then you hit altitude and you just cruise, and then you kind of glide down.
Okay.
You don't get the
heavy
up
up
and
and the
down.
heavy
And
down.
the heavy up and down. And like you were mentioning, our flavors, I'm really proud of them. That's probably the number one feedback that we get from people is
They
that
taste good.
all of our products taste good. And that was a huge thing, for us is that, if it's not palatable, people aren't going to
Absolutely.
drink
If
it.
you
I don't
can't
know.
get past it.
Why do people like Red Bulls? They're
Oh,
disgusting.
I don't
yeah.
know. How
And, they
somebody can
sell a
choke
lot
with
of it.
I
They
don't
do.
know how.
They
But I
sell-
think they were the first one on the block.
Yeah.
They were
guess.
number one.
Marketing.
It's
People
kind of
do
like
it.
like hunting forums. When you're when you're the
yeah.
first one, you're kind of the only
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I guess.
It felt like
I don't
Red
know
Bull.
how.
I mean, go drink yourself a
Oh.
diet Red Bull.
Oh, they're gross.
Man,
They're disgusting.
I don't. Nothing.
The reason why I drink them once
worse.
in a while is because I know I can't have more than one, and I'm going to drink it slow.
And they're little.
And they do keep you awake just because they're so disgusting.
And they're 8 ounces. Or whatever.
They're
12.
small, so
so
you're
gross.
like, okay, I'm only hurting my body a little bit.
Oh,
I don't know, but they're disgusting.
So that's
Yeah.
specific to your Conquer lines that you were just talking
Mhm.
about, that blend.
Yep.
Natural caffeine plus that. And then you have other stuff
Yep.
that is
So-
more just for hydration or whatever else, right? Just
Yep.
performance or
Yep.
recovery or whatever else. What
So when you're coming out with these products, did you even look at what the other companies were doing, or were you just saying, what do we want? I know what these ingredients will do that. Let's mix and match them until we get the right formula.
Well, it was kind of a combination, being an avid outdoorsman myself, and I hunt and fish, and ironically, I guide for Clay.
Yeah.
This will be my 6th season guiding deer and elk, antelope, whatever, for Clay, this fall. And, being outdoors for 90 straight days, I care about what I'm putting in my body.
Yeah.
And that, same
Which
with
it's
my
hard
clients,
to be on the road or outside of your house
all the
to
time.
eat healthy.
It's not. We're pretty lucky over there because we have a phenomenal cook that takes
Okay.
very good care of us, and
Okay.
so we're able to avoid the gas station burritos and all that kind of stuff. And
It's hard
So-
to avoid those, huh? Wyatt?
It is, yes.
it is hard.
I mean, if you're up there in Idaho doing a deer hunt, what are you eating each and every day?
Whatever you can find.
Exactly. That's my point.
before a corn dog that's been on there 14
Miserable.
hours
Yeah,
spinning.
they look good at that point.
yeah. But anyways, and so it's a kind of a combination. Some of it is I just know what I wanted, and I know what Clay, he's obviously outside, been doing hill guides and outfitters now for going on close to 10 years, and he knows what he needs and wants from his body. And then we did look at other, competition, and one of the biggest things we wanted to do was differentiate ourselves. And so, like our energy drink, it's clean, it's natural. We have a hero ingredient in there that nobody else has. It's licensed to us.
Hero ingredient. What would constitute a hero ingredient?
Like, for example, in the Conquer energy drink, the Elevate TP, that's our hero ingredient. Because
Which is a do-all. Let's call it frankincense.
it is the frankincense of energy drinks. There we go.
Now I'm tracking because I don't know what this ITP, ATP. I don't know what all that is.
NAACP.
You can tell me whatever, and I would just nod my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm out of my realm, right, Bronson? Do we know anything? No, we know nothing.
We can talk
Well,
about it.
We gotta. I mean, that's why people drink what they drink. They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And education
It's a
is
cool
such-
name of a company, whatever it is. Let's say
Yeah.
company ABC. I like the name. People, I know
Tastes
Wyatt's
good.
drinking it.
Yeah.
Wyatt's a good guy. I think I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you don't know what you don't know. You
100%.
went to France. I didn't. Like I'm just trusting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so anyway,
So that is.
you got your hero ingredient.
That is our
and is
hero
that in
ingredient.
all of them, or is that only in this one?
It's only in this one, but each product has
its own
hero ingredient. And so, like when we look at our quench, the one that you're drinking right there, the
Yeah.
strawberry watermelon, and we have that in strawberry watermelon and mandarin orange. And so, hydration, obviously, you guys know what a big deal that is right now. Everybody and their dog has got a hydration drink that's going out there. And that's where you really see a lot of, we've got X number of milligrams of sodium and, or potassium, magnesium, whatever. And they're juicing. They're even adding other like daily vitamin supplements to a hydration drink and different things. And going back to what our body can utilize at any given time, like giving it extra sodium, for example, doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to hydrate faster or hydrate quicker. You hit like a point where
Diminishing
it becomes,
returns
it's diminishing return, and so it'll just flush
Flush it out. Like a
And-
vitamin B.
Exactly.
Just flushes after
It just-
you have to. Vitamin C. You just
It-
only
2,000 milligrams of vitamin C to start your day. You
Yeah.
won't never get sick. Well,
No.
your body doesn't.
It can't even utilize it.
Yeah.
And so we've figured, it's a 3-3-1 ratio, we call it, and that's your, sodium, magnesium, potassium. Those are the base electrolytes that you need on a daily basis. And per serving, it's about 120 milligrams of sodium. That's what our body can utilize. But the hero ingredient that nobody else has, and nobody else is doing it, is we have an ingredient called S7. That's a vasodilator. And what that does, vasodilation, it opens you up. It's going to move, all of those, once it assimilates through the gut and into the bloodstream. Now you're hydrating faster. You're staying hydrated longer. But the biggest thing, there's secondary and tertiary benefits that come with it. So if I'm, opening everything up, I'm moving oxygen around.
Yeah.
The more oxygen I'm moving around, you're hiking on that sheep
recovery.
hunt.
Yeah.
And now
you're able to do more.
My muscles
and be more efficient.
And you're functioning better. But then the secondary or tertiary benefit is more oxygenation. The more oxygen we have to our brain, that's the greatest energy drink in the entire world is straight oxygen. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it is insane how alive and awake
They sell
that you
these
feel.
cans in
Oh, yeah.
Sportsman's Warehouse and stuff now. Just cans of it.
Cans of oxygen.
Is it bad for you? Like if I just do that day in and day out, is that bad for you?
No, not really. I mean, it's just oxygen. I don't know that I would.
Seems like you don't want to mess with
What? The air? Have you seen
Mother
how much
Nature.
Smoke?
Whatever
Have you seen
we're
how much smoke's
supposed
in our air
okay,
right
so
now?
yeah, I get that.
Jeez.
I get
I'm
that.
going
But
back
it just
to
feels
I'm
like
about ready to go
give
back
me
to
a
COVID,
shot of
man.
oxygen straight. Just doesn't feel healthy to me. I mean,
But like, have you ever watched on the NFL or NBA or whatever? They've
Yeah,
always
but
got
they're
them.
always linemen when they're going to Denver to play at 5,000 feet. They're linemen from Jacksonville, and he runs. He gets a strip sack and he's trying to run 10 yards and he needs oxygen. I mean, I always laugh, don't you, John?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
it's always kind
funny.
of comical.
Yeah.
but they do things to their body, and they only need to last 10 years, and then after that, they're out to pasture.
But yeah, same principle though, and it is for people with emphysema or you get into places where coal miners and they have to fight that the rest of their life. Their lungs have been damaged, so you need a higher percentage of oxygen than air has, naturally. So same type of thing, I guess. In certain ways, this is just trying to maximize, that.
Just
that
seems like
transfer.
you shouldn't be messing with God.
If that was the case, why
I'm
have a
just saying-
doctor?
well,
We'd all be dying at 32.
I'm just saying, like pure oxygen shots just don't feel.
It's
feel healthy.
it's an inhalant. It's not like they do blood dope. I mean, ask Lance
Well, dude, you
Armstrong.
got-
it works.
What do you got?
That stuff works for the
Vitamin E
bikers.
injections and all
They
these
blood
things.
dope, reoxygenate your blood. They
my
won the Tour de
goodness.
France like 15,000 times in a row.
I know this, that pure water doesn't work. Ask why.
That's right. It is true. They don't have that in your sweat, what you lose in sweat. So
I don't
back
know that
to-
it was
back to
pure
your-
water or the excess of creatine at that point.
Oh,
This is in Wyatt's bachelor days.
bodybuilding days.
Younger years, yeah.
He was shredded.
I heard you were shredded.
That's
You were a-
Archibald's story. I don't know that it's
He says
true.
you
He
were
said you
built
were
like
mean.
That's
like
just
a brick.
Archibald's stories.
A brick what? Shiz house?
a brick
He
building.
was. He said you were
He
mean.
said you were something else, but that's maybe how you trace that to it later down the line.
Yeah.
So each one of these has its own hero. So let's just say here we've got a
Now
recovery,
we got the recovery side.
quench. I don't know what would be the difference between quench
You
and
have 4 of them or
recovery.
3?
Three products right
Okay.
now.
Okay, Conquer. We're getting cranking.
Conquer's
we're gonna
your
do
energy.
something.
Yep. Energy.
We're gonna do
Well, let's
something.
maybe touch on the key points, every one of them, real quick while we're kind of on it, so
Yeah. I like
we
that.
know the difference.
I like that.
So
Caffeine
the Conquer, this is our natural energy drink, and the hero ingredient.
So at
is-
8 a.m. when we're going to crank out a heavy office
Yeah.
day, we're going to drink Conquer.
I drink this
Right,
every.
Bronson?
This is
Every
the
day?
first thing I drink it every morning.
You do?
And
No
then I have
matter
one
if you're working out or not. Like this is just to get
Every
you
day.
started. Okay.
every day, just like so. The reason why the little backstory on Conquer, for example, I coached baseball for a very long time in the valley up there in Utah Valley. And it drove me crazy when I would see these kids that were, at that time, my son was like 10 or whatever. And kids are coming into the dugout, with a Rockstar or
Red
a
Bull,
Monster
5
or Red Bull.
whatever.
They're
Their
10-year-olds.
bodies are
Yeah,
119,
10 years
18
Yeah.
pounds or
Yeah.
less.
Terrible. And so I was like, man, I want to develop something that's safe for kids,
Yeah.
that's good for us. And so that's all my kids, they're all athletes. My daughter played soccer at Eastern Utah, and my son actually we have a call tomorrow night with Team USA baseball. So
Nice.
yeah, my son is 15, just won the state championship, 5A
Wow.
state championship here as a freshman, was the starting second baseman.
Nice.
And so this is designed not only as a pre-workout. I use it before I go to the gym, but I drink this as my morning elixir instead of having like a cup of coffee or a Monster or a Rockstar like a lot of people do, or chugging that diet Mountain Dew that you were talking about or whatever, Everybody has their go-to, But this is a clean alternative that will give you that same little pick-me-up in the morning. But it'll also give you a little help in the gym. It's got beta-alanine. It's got some niacin in there. That'll help open you up as well. There's a little bit of creatine.
Eat too much of it makes you flush, right? Like it's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You mean-
red and flush and get hot.
Oh, yeah,
People are doing niacin for like high cholesterol and things like that.
Yeah, niacin, if you
Burn
get
sensation.
you'll get it. Your hands will turn red, your nose, your ears,
Yeah.
you'll get a little blotchy skin.
Yeah.
It only lasts if that does ever happen. You have to consume a fair amount
lot of
for that to happen. But the niacin, we put it in there just because if you shotgun one of these, you'll notice that you'll get just like someone going like this, and that's kind of to let you know, hey, that's the precursor to the Elevate TP kicking in. Just like, hey, this is actually happening. There's something, physiological that's happening in the body right now. So,
You name it. Who named that? Elevate TP or whatever. Is that
Well,
you?
that's a
no,
That's just
scientist.
the company that we
Whatever.
licensed the
Right.
product
Okay.
from, they came up with that because what it does is it triggers the ATP process
I see.
in our cells. That's
how they named it.
Yeah, that's the pump house. That's
Okay.
the energy. Every cell in our body has an ATP process that it goes through, and so rather than utilizing something like caffeine or other stimulants to tax that tax your adrenal glands and stuff like that, this is something that's natural. It's starting at a cellular level, and it's just helping your body pick itself up. And it takes about 30 minutes for it to kick in, and it's not one of those wacky in the face kind of pick me ups. It's like you just all of a sudden realize, man, I don't feel heavy right now, or I don't feel tired, or I feel good, or I feel like I need to get off my butt and go do something.
True story, though. When I drank this the other morning when it showed up for the first time, I walked up there. Remember, we guys were looking at that elk in the back. Somebody brought an elk, and we were out there gawking at it. I walked up behind Devin, gave him a little kind of fake kidney shot. I mean, I just
Feel good. You were ready.
Well, I was ready. I
You were
was
going to
kinda
scrap.
amped. Yeah. Devin spun around because it's not in my nature to do that. He's like, "What do you want?"
Keep your hands to yourself, buddy.
Hey, don't look at me that way.
So along with what Wyatt was talking about on the different categories, talk about Quench. What does that do for you?
So the Quench is your hydration drink. That's your go-to. And the hero ingredient in that is the S7, and that's the vasodilator. It's going to open you up, helps you, hydrate, stay hydrated, and then oxygenation of both the muscles as well as the brain. And that's where you get that mental clarity. Like, for example, when I'm sitting at the office, and I actually, this is a little secret inside baseball right here, but I'll take like the mandarin orange, and I'll mix it with the peach mango, and I'll do it. Yeah, a little cocktail. So then I get vasodilation, I get the hydration, but I also get that Elevate TP, that little pick me up.
I thought you weren't supposed to mix drugs.
Jason.
Well, the best part, these are just plants, man.
Okay.
It's like a fruit cocktail.
There's a
your
lot of
monster-
plants.
your monster
cocaine
all-
comes from plants.
Wait. So what?
But there's no cocaine in any of this. So just to be
I know,
very
but I'm
clear.
just saying, plants are aggressive too.
Well, they can be for
So-
sure.
Wait. So what was that cocktail? What were you mixing?
So I'd like to take the mandarin orange,
Okay,
quench, and then I take the peach mango,
Peach mango
Of the
conquer.
conquer, and I mix
Yeah.
those two
You
together.
throw that in a 16. That
Chase
seems
it
like
with
that'd
a
be
chase it
pretty
with a
bigger.
recovery.
I do it
That
like
seems-
in one of my
okay.
shaker bottles.
All
We
right.
have some
Yeah.
bigger shaker
Bigger
bottles,
shaker bottle.
that are about 24 ounce.
Yeah.
So I'll mix those two in there, and then I'll do the
That's it.
same thing with the strawberry watermelon, and then I'll do this little
tiger's blood.
concoction right there
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. So, but then the last one is the recovery. And that's kind of
What's
an
that?
unsung hero.
Yeah,
These are our
secret sauce.
two
Big
best
sellers.
sellers are the quench and the hydration. But the recovery is kind of an unsung hero, and it's something that most people kind of take for granted. That's all of the branched chain amino acids that our body needs for repair and replenish every day. So whether you go to the gym and you work out, or you're hunting or hiking or whatever, we've all felt that fatigue in our legs or our back when you're packing out or whatever. Well, that's just the muscles being tired, and then we build up lactic acid, and so that has all our branched chain aminos. But the hero ingredient in there is called VitaCherry. And what that does is it's, once again, it's plant-based. It comes from the Monterey cherry. And what it does, it helps to eliminate the lactic acid out of the muscle tissue. And then it's also a natural anti-inflammatory. And I cannot tell you the number of stories of, some of the hunters that come and hunt with us in the fall. They're guys that are now at the end of their sojourn, so to speak, and they're trying to get as much in as they possibly can.
I don't know what age that's supposed to be.
Well,
I hope it's a long ways.
Me too. I hope it's a long ways off, but I got to tell you, we'll give those to those guys, and I'm sleeping good. I'm sleeping better. Like, my muscles don't hurt. My knees don't hurt. My joints aren't, killing me. And so that's kind of the unsung hero, and that's something that we can go to on a daily basis. Like, if you have a headache,
like glucosamine and chondroitin in it?
No.
Come on. I mean, those are good for joints, right?
They're very good. Collagen's the best thing, though.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. That's another product that we're working on.
Are you?
Yeah, we're working on a liquid marine-based collagen product that we'll put out, because collagen gets pitched in most of it. I mean, we're all, married or have daughters or moms or whatever.
Nails and hair type
Nails,
stuff.
Hair, skin, right?
Yeah.
And
I didn't have enough of that.
But the reality is,
you need more prenatal. You do. It grows hair.
It does grow hair. It does grow hair.
Too late. Too
And
late.
nails.
Follicles
I
are
get
dead.
tired of clipping my nails.
Yeah.
But anyways, and so, we are working on a collagen product. We've already got the formula done. We're just trying to get to that right place with these before we bring out and introduce another product. But it'll be big in the hunting industry, because what most people don't understand is that men, we need it as much, or if not more, than even women. And it's not for the cosmetic reasons that women like to take it, but 70% of all the protein in our body is actually a collagen-based protein. It's the sinew, it's the muscle tissue.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that keeps us together is based in collagen.
Wow.
And so I take 15 to 20 grams of marine collagen every single solitary day.
Really?
Yeah, every day, and I do it religiously, and I can't wait for us to get to a place where we can bring it out to everybody, because it's
Where
something.
can I buy that?
Just
buy
let
it
us
out
know,
there?
Mike,
Just
when you're ready.
some kind of a natural herbal store or
Yeah,
something?
well, I'll tell you.
And I know we can look at the back of these and read real quick. Does the recovery have a lot of what's in the quench plus that recovery stuff, or is it semi-different
different.
or
Totally
completely different? All three.
They're completely different.
All three of them.
Yeah, all
Okay.
three of them
All
are
right.
completely different.
No carryover. Really.
No, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
carryover.
That's why he's
so,
mixing. And
No.
you
Gotcha.
got to buy each and every SKU for a different time of day.
Different fire.
Get done, have a hard day at the
You're
office.
chilling
You need
and-
you need a recovery.
You're chilling in round camp in the middle of the day. You don't want to
When
take
the
a
draws
conquer
come
flavor.
out, Wyatt's it's just sucking down the recovery every night.
I've been chasing Case
how
around
did
a little bit
Grandpa
too long.
live to be 90 on eggs and bacon? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think it's all the synthetics
No.
that he's never
Probably,
had.
Exactly.
Probably so.
Yeah.
It was
Eggs-
from the farm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could go literally. I could do a dissertation
could
on
do
this.
three.
Biblical times, hundreds of years.
Every morning,
Frankincense.
Frankincense.
honestly, you go back to doing what's natural. I
eat,
eat
if you can grow it or kill it, it's good for you.
100%. I eat a half a pound of sausage every single day, every day, and 3 eggs for breakfast every day. Protein,
Yolk
protein.
and all, right?
Yeah, everything.
Oh,
All
everything.
the cholesterol.
Cholesterol's good for
Not
you.
as bad-
Did
that
you
used
know
to-
in
it's an old wives' tale.
1970? This is a true story.
Well, they used to say that was bad for you and salt was bad
Yeah.
for you. Now we're trying to put salt into our body. all the
everything, and like the crazy thing is 1970, a healthy cholesterol level was 340. Now they're trying to get it down to like 180.
Under
time. Well,
200.
at
And-
199, you're on the brink. Yeah.
And right here, you know what our brain is
full of cholesterol.
that's all
Fatty,
it is.
fat.
It's all the cholesterol fats. And so
Yeah.
when we start stripping out all of the cholesterol out and low cholesterol,
stripping your brain.
we're stripping everything. And since 1970, the rates of Alzheimer's disease and everything has skyrocketed. And
Yeah.
so
What's caused that?
Not
we're
enough
not we're
cholesterol,
not
Jason.
You
we
think
eat
more
bacon.
eggs?
We
Eat the eggs?
More bacon.
100% eat eggs every day.
Eggs and bacon. I love it.
Morning,
Every day.
lunch, dinner.
My son eats 6 eggs every single day. And he'd eat 12 if I'd let him.
The price of
Yeah.
eggs, that's a lot of money.
Well, I don't know. I've got
Well, I've
You
got
got-
chickens.
you got
of
laying
variety.
hens.
I got birds of a variety of birds.
Oh,
But it makes
we
you
get-
feel like you're doing something, kind of like this would do for Wyatt. probably had less stones.
They're busting your chops.
Yeah,
bud.
Well, water's
I'm used to it.
boring. Water's boring.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. So, can you tell us, since you're into all this, can you tell us about bottled water versus? Is there bad bottled water, good bottled water?
No, I mean the biggest thing with bottled
Other than
water.
taste, like you're drinking Arrowhead right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Some
got
people
his
hate
flavor in it.
Arrowhead.
Devin even
you
drinks
know?
this with flavor,
Yeah.
even though he admits it tastes
But do
like
you know
dirt.
anything, like if you studied bottled
Oh,
water,
yeah, so
plastics,
the-
all of these things that we're talking about?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just don't ever drink it. If you leave them out in the truck,
Yeah.
that's the
Which
biggest
is
thing.
all the time.
all the
Yeah.
time, right? And you know when it gets that goofy flavor when
Yeah.
it's been sitting in the back of
Means
the
you've
truck.
got plastics in the
yeah,
water now.
it's been leaching at that point because once it gets hot and then it cools and then it gets hot, and so that's the biggest thing. But water's water. I mean, most of these things don't come from artesian wells or
Yeah,
anything.
They're not pure.
You know, it's-
totally pure.
You
even
know,
though they call
so like the
What about-
biggest
I
thing
wonder
is
how
just.
my well water is at the house, like out of the property.
Oh, come on. This is Utah right here, central Utah.
Yeah.
You
Would be
guys.
good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
Some of the best water in the
500
world.
feet deep. It's got to be healthy, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So, do you have any words of wisdom besides this? Just healthy words of wisdom to people in the world that are listening.
Healthy-
Besides to buy your product.
Well, first, you got to, but no, I'm just teasing.
First, buy-
Healthy words of wisdom for.
Well, somebody that's studied like you have and done all of these things and been around all these people and know all the ingredients, like, I mean, you've got to know just general everyday life.
Yeah. When it comes to that particular vein, the biggest thing is that keep it natural. You know, I wasn't joking around. I literally eat a half a pound of sausage every morning. It's, yeah, I mean, they've been
But not all sausage is created equal.
That's
Like,
only 2 little
Are you just down to Walmart buying sausage?
Yeah, just I go down to Walmart and get the Jimmy Dean. That's,
What about
you
the
know,
grease? You pouring it off?
Hey,
Oh, no,
Jason,
I cook the eggs in them.
You're eating?
Come on.
Do you?
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
what I'm
fat,
talking about.
man.
That's animal
It's
fat.
good?
That's
animal
fat.
fat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any
Hey,
carbohydrates? Stay away from the white
Well,
carbs.
I try to stay away from processed carbohydrates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard, you know,
yeah,
and
you're
everything.
gonna have toast with some eggs.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll have some toast, but I like English muffins. I'm an English muffin
Yeah.
kind of guy. But you know, the biggest thing is just be natural. You know,
Yeah.
everything
As close
that
to it as you can.
that they've been telling us for really since the 70s and 80s. You know, low fat foods. No, fats are good. Your body needs fats. Your body can't even digest or process some foods without having fat. You know,
Yeah.
we have to. Some of the vitamins and minerals cannot be assimilated into the body without having fats. And so my biggest word of advice to everybody is, you know, whatever mainstream has been telling you to do for the last 30 years, do the opposite.
Yeah.
It has been.
Do the opposite and see what happens, you know.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all. This is kind of along those lines. And I've been abused by this by extended family for most of my life, but I think there was nothing wrong with it. So when you were a kid, when your parents would fry up bacon and you'd have a freaking whole pan of grease, my parents would save it in like
Well,
a
they
tin
save
can
it and it turns
put
hard.
It,
Yeah,
and
me
put
too.
it in, and then
And
they
they
would
use
cook with
it.
that for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Did they
too.
do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then we told, you better stop that. It's going to kill you or whatever.
Clog up all that.
Clog you and kill
Garbage
you
right
when
there
it's
is
just
gonna-
fat. It's just fat
Yeah.
is all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Right? And now it's kind of coming back in place. People
Oh, yeah.
are using that. You can
I
buy
hand
buy
milk.
that tallow instead of Crisco, which is
I
freaking
hand
whatever
milked a
that
Jersey
make out of-
cow before even, and then go to school unshowered, smelling like cow. Disgusting. But nevertheless, hand milk this Jersey, and then it would have like this much cream on the top.
Oh,
And then
good
you'd
stuff.
make, and it is, and we always, kind of look back on it.
Oh,
It's
that'll
like, I don't
clog your
know.
artery. Get rid of that.
Depending on which decade you're talking about, that was really bad for you or really good for you.
Oh man, I'm
That's
a
the
fan.
nectar, man.
I'm
Yeah.
a fan. That's
Good
good
stuff.
stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
I
like
said,
drinking cream.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about drinking the
Yeah.
cream. I'm talking just the milk part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
ugh.
yeah.
Anyway,
Thinking
that
about
just,
going
that
back
hit
and
my
might-
mind
maybe
because it's
having
natural,
kids.
but it
We
was
need to
just
have a
told
Jersey
don't
cow,
do that
John.
type of stuff.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, people that you can buy it in the store now, beef tallow and
Oh, yeah.
pork tallow just to cook with. The same thing
Oh,
that we told
tallow's
you.
so good.
You know,
Tallow's
just,
so
just
good for
pure
you.
fat to render down a little bit. melt
Wyatt,
it.
if I buy a cow, will you milk it? Hey, these hands didn't come around, and they were only built when I was a little kid.
I don't know that I'm cut out for milking cows.
Yeah, I watched my grandpa enough, and that was good. I didn't get too close. That tail can give you a nasty whip.
Tail, freaking flies.
Anyway,
Disgusting.
well, this is all good. Good talking, especially
Yeah, it's
for guys.
really
That, did you said you hit 50 this year? Does that mean you hit it, or you're about to?
I'm
hit
about to hit it.
Okay.
Well, in December, I'll turn 50 in
Okay.
December. So
Well, that makes 4 of us.
Good
there.
luck with that.
So talking about other just things in general and health wise, like what helps with cramps the most? in your opinion?
Hydration.
Mustard.
Just the hydration.
quench?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quench.
that'd be quench. When you're out, especially those early season hunts and
Yeah.
stuff. Even what most guys are out there drinking, they have their soda pop or they have their coffee or whatever. A lot of those things are diuretics,
Yeah.
and so they're going to move a lot of those minerals and everything out of your body through urine, and you're not drinking enough of the electrolytes, and
replace.
so you don't realize,
Yeah.
holy smokes, man, why are my calves, on this hike? Why, so. Yeah, you got to stay hydrated even when it's cold outside. But early season, man, those right there. When we were in our early season archery hunts, I'd drink probably 6 of those a day.
Is there a limit, do you think, that's good versus bad?
Not if you're
working,
not
and
if you're sweating your guts out.
Yeah,
Not
if you're working and
moving
you're
it through your system.
Yeah.
Does the FDA have to approve any of this stuff?
So
How does the FDA work?
the FDA, how that whole situation works, they don't regulate natural supplements. They would like to, and we don't want them to, because then
Right.
we wouldn't be able to bring you an electrolyte drink. You'd have to go get a prescription, because the pharmaceutical industry would love to shut down
Sure.
all supplements. But one of the things that we do to ensure quality is that our manufacturer is an FDA-approved manufacturing facility, and so we actually have that on our bags.
Okay.
And so,
Because there's some that are not FDA. Well, most all of them are. All of them, maybe.
yeah,
But
Garage.
yeah, you can just sell it. You would think if you could ingest it commercially from a
Yeah.
that it would be regulated to some degree, but there's not. It's not.
No, we spend a fair amount of money. Like, our manufacturer is not the cheapest by any stretch of the means, and it's because they have all of their licensing and credentials. That's a great way to
Monitoring,
say it. Certificates. So the manufacturing facility is NSF certified, which that's the most stringent certification board. It's like an ISO standard, only on steroids, and so they can be audited at any given time. And to have that, it costs tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for a manufacturer to go through all of the various levels to get NSF certification.
I can only imagine.
So-
Government.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And so that's how we ensure quality. It starts with, who we partner with. And so our manufacturer, it's a Utah-based manufacturer. In fact, we call that, where I live up in Utah County, we call it Vida Valley, because there's more manufacturers there than anywhere else in the rest of the country combined, so it's pretty crazy. And not all of them are created equal. So you got to make sure you're dancing with the right dance partner.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, I got another one.
Yeah, but
I knew I had a problem with Monster when I drink it and my kidneys hurt.
Oh, yeah?
Immediately.
What?
So what?
You've
No.
never told us this.
I know, I haven't
John,
told
you're
you
one of
that.
our business partners. We can't lose you.
Yeah, I know. And
He's
Did
been
you
to the
ever know
doctor.
this?
All I know is he goes to the doctor a lot.
no, and I've cut
I've
back.
been thinking about
cut back
more life
severely.
insurance for John.
Okay,
cut back
so?
substantially. So that's one of the reasons that spurred on this and trying to find something that was more healthy, is because, if I get 2 in a row, then it immediately starts hurting.
I heard
Yeah.
other popular companies are just cheap garbage. You know what I mean? And so I just haven't been a huge fan. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of those things, I mean, when you're putting all those chemicals that are all synthetic into our body, think about it. I use a metaphor of, if I have a Mac over here and I have a Windows PC over here and I'm trying to run, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to use Excel, for example, on a Mac. It sucks. It was built.
How about this? Macs suck. Period.
I'm with
we're
you. I'm
PC
old
guys.
school.
John's
I'm
an Apple guy.
I'm a PC guy
All right,
myself.
let's go.
And even Logan,
you're a
we were
graphic
over here.
designer,
Logan teaches,
you
and
use
John
Apple.
taught Logan how to use the. Remember when we were using the mouse properly and this and that? And John reprogrammed it for you and all
Once
this.
you
and
go
you're like, "Holy
Mac,
crap,
you
that made
never
my-"
go back.
Well, it's because you're too embarrassed to admit that they suck so bad. You
They're
spent
so
$2
good.
grand on it.
It's just like having your phone as a computer, and you use an Apple phone.
I'm using an Apple phone. Who doesn't? Mostly for AirDrop.
Hey,
'Cause they're
you-
better.
You're half Mac then.
I do use an Apple phone. I'm not a
Sweet.
PC guy, but anyways, to answer your
Anyway,
question, so when you have, two programs that they don't understand each other, they don't function properly.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when we're constantly inundating our body with synthetics. Our body's just trying to metabolize. It's trying to figure out how that
It's like,
code
whoa.
works. And it's like, this doesn't
Somebody
work.
threw something down the drain
This
right
is-
here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
your kidneys are working extra hard
To process
to process
that. Yeah.
everything, and it's just like, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. And so that's why, and I don't want to bash on other people's products and stuff. Everybody has their own purpose, mission, whatever they're trying to do. But what we're passionate about is providing a high quality product to communities that we love. We're active in like the ranch rodeo world. We sponsor the WSTR, the World Series of Team Roping. We're obviously avid hunters, outdoorsmen. And these are the communities that we run in, and we don't need to be all things for everybody. But we do want to make sure the communities that are near and dear to us, we're providing a product that can help people really. And that's where the name Apex comes from. Is what is life? It is a series of peaks and valleys, or apexes and valleys. And so you hit this one, you come down. What's our next hunt? What's our next milestone? And I always tell people this. How many cars have you had in your life?
Yeah, a lot.
You've had a lot of cars, but how many bodies have you had in your life?
Yeah, just one.
Just one. You get one body.
Yeah.
We only, and this is, not to get all, but this is our temple.
It's true.
But it's our temple. And if you're listening and you're a hunter and you happen to be 50, 60, 70, you've been saving 25 points for that mule deer hunt in Colorado or whatever. Well, guess what? You got one body. Start taking care of it. And I don't know about you guys. I have a lot of. I'm going to be 50, but I have a lot of life I want to live, and I want to do it to.
I've lived 2 or 3 lives in one already.
That's what I feel.
I'm good.
Yeah.
If I was
I'm
smoked
not.
tomorrow, I'm kind of like, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of want
I've got a lot I want to do.
top
still.
$4 or $5 to go to certain family members. And, I've already listed that out.
This
Something's
guy.
gonna.
Jason, jeez.
I'm wore out.
Hey, you got a lot left, buddy. Pep talk this guy.
Don't talk like that.
Get that foot out of the grave.
If you guys even knew, I've lived a lot. No, dude, it's 3 in the morning. Running cameras I'm sick of it.
You stop.
I'm actually tired of life right now.
That's right. Go golfing at 5:30. It's a little bit better than
trying
that.
to find bucks. Have you tried to find a 210
Have
or
some
20
energy.
inch deer in the last
Right
4
now?
years?
Yeah, I have.
It's impossible.
Yeah, I have.
But I'm still trying. And then at some point, I'm like, you know what? These antelope look really good. They look great. That's the only pictures I have to share right now.
Antelope bucks.
Big ones.
It's sad when we got a good buddy that walks in and says, I saw a big buffalo. That's all you got to talk about. Buffalo and antelope.
I'm setting Jason up with a therapy appointment.
Yeah. Get Paul over.
And that's the other problem.
Somebody call it.
That's the other problem with the latter days. Everybody's got a therapist on tap. I don't know.
There you go.
Going back to no therapy and nothing but eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon.
And no water doesn't work for Wyatt, so it's not going to work for me. So we're going to do this conquer. We're going to do whatever. Quench. Recovery. I'm in a recovery mode, though. I'm wiped.
Well, that'll be
If you're
good for you.
white, you might need this first.
No, to get started tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. All right.
That is one thing I will tell you, because this is subtle. If you're planning on going to bed, probably don't drink that an hour or two before, because the shelf life on this, once it's in the
longer.
system, you're gonna go for about 4 to 5 hours, depending on how hard.
I did notice that last week. I think we all did those. Try
we've been drinking. We've
usually
been
in the mid to
drinking for a
late
week or
morning,
two.
early mid morning.
It's impressive. Not going to lie.
Well,
been drinking
it's been a labor of love. It's something that we're certainly passionate about. I wish Clay could have been here, with us. He's pretty busy over in Colorado getting ready for all the activities that we're going to be. Oh, yeah.
And he's building fence, and he does a lot of everything.
Cows,
Oh, man, he just bought a bunch of cows, too. He's he's the quintessential family man now. When I met him, he just his wife was pregnant with their first kid, and now they got 3. And it's fun to kind of
bring him over here to Utah.
I know.
He's just getting started. That's a fourth of what he'll end up with.
I know. Next thing you know, he'll have 12.
Yeah. Well, so all right. So how do people buy it? Is it on shelf anywhere? I see we've got some barcodes and things. Obviously, I don't know if it's available places like that, health food stores, things like that, or are you just doing direct on the website?
It's direct to consumer right now. We're working with a company right now that's helping us get into some of the big box retailers and different things. But this is one of the things that I'm learning is it doesn't necessarily matter about the quality of your product or different things. Getting into retail that's a whole nother network that I'm working on getting into right now. And so hopefully here in the next
they'll cut your profits
year,
in half. You might not want them.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, until you sell your product to enough and get the word of mouth crazy. People aren't going to impulsively throw that in there as much if they never heard from it if it's brand new. So you're still working on that phase of it, word of mouth, and Partly
Let's throw
what we're
some
doing here today.
camo. Let's throw some camo on this packaging. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
right? It's fishing lure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Right?
might need a lariat rope on there.
Yeah,
Or
I don't
whatever.
know.
I mean, it's for everybody, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for housewives too. If they
Well,
want it, they work out.
They've got
they do
their
yoga
own.
and
They got
work.
their own thing.
Well, they don't know what they're missing. Maybe. You know?
Well, that is one thing. The brand, as it sits currently, is pretty masculine, you know,
Yeah.
and so a lot of the women kind of look at it and be like, oh. But the interesting thing is, like up at the expo, it is so interesting at our booth. It's always the ladies that will come over, and they ask really, really good questions.
They're into health.
And
you
they're
know.
more they're more health conscious. They're
Yeah,
more
they
about
are.
what am I putting
Yeah.
in my body. Guys like
Guys are burning the candle at both ends, and like Wyatt's doing, going to Maverick for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I don't know. It's that bad.
It's not that bad.
But they do ask good questions,
Yeah.
and so one of the things is we continue to evolve as a company. We're going to try to open that up a little bit, so it doesn't seem, not that we want to alienate or go against our
But it's for
foundation,
everybody.
but it is for everybody. It's for kids. Like my littles,
I
they drink the Quench, and
Like it.
my youngest is 12, and she's been drinking that stuff before soccer games and after soccer games. My son, who's now 15, or I guess he just turned 16. He drinks it. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't think, as far as your labeling and all that, I wouldn't label this too masculine.
No.
I don't see
and
it that way.
if you look at everybody
I mean-
in the industry, they're all masculine.
I mean,
Like, there's
all
not
the
an
energy-
energy drink that
they
that's
kind of are, but
yeah.
this is
feminine,
not. This doesn't reek of that. You don't have
No.
some roided out dude on the front or any. I mean, it's so yeah. You're looking at avenues for it, but I don't think it's
No, but right now,
doesn't seem too rugged to me.
no.
honestly,
And I mean, it's
packaging-wise or-
kind of a cool packaging, the X, and we like that. And like I said, we've got a few other products that are either just wrapping up development and getting ready to be staged, for launch. We get through the rest of this year, we're gonna run with these bad dogs right now. We're, like I said at the beginning, we're starting to catch a little wind. And partnerships like this certainly help, which we appreciate immensely.
Yeah.
Considering, your followers and your clients, they're our clients. They're the community that we're a part of as well. And so we're excited about
And
that.
everybody's drinking something. That was my point to begin with.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody. Yep.
Rarely do you find a water-only guy, and when you do, kidney stones.
Well, and that's the problem. And then you find yourself belly crawling.
Yes, to your truck.
to your truck.
Driving yourself home.
That's a
Losing
bad
all
story.
your
Going to the
manhood.
hospital.
That's a bad. Did they
Nope.
use the ultrasound on you to break that thing up, or did it just?
It was all
pass?
natural, wasn't what? They just said sit and wait.
They gave me some kind of medication to help expand things, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
Dilation.
I don't know what it was for sure. but-
Vasodilation. What was that?
Did it
This
work?
is a part I've never heard.
Yeah.
Mike,
Go ahead, expound
I,
upon
I
this.
laid in bed with pain for a few days
Jeez.
before it finally busted loose.
It's unbelievable.
It was,
It's unbelievable.
My brother, he had that happen, and he said he leaned like both hands on the wall by the toilet and just was like, please, please, please. And he said the same thing. He was like, tink.
yep, that's exactly
Really?
how,
And it was like the biggest relief
Immediately.
Oh,
afterwards.
instantly.
it's instantly
100% better.
Have you had them too?
Yeah, I
You
had it.
have?
Yeah, so
John, what
I
don't
went on
we
an
know
Alaska
about you?
fishing trip, and I took
Oh, I remember that.
advertisers.
Oh, I remember
on
this.
that.
You about that.
And I was the
Back
host.
in the day.
Back in the day, I was and I was dying. It was so, like the pain is.
Seems like your boss
so
was like, you're going
intense.
no matter what.
Yeah. So
Seems
at like 4 a.m. I went to the emergency room, and
Were you on a boat, or was that before
no,
you got
no,
on
it
the
was
boat?
right before. We were supposed to fly out the next day, and so at 4 a.m. I went in the emergency room, and they put the morphine in. It was the best thing ever. It was like I could just feel it warm, like going over my body, and I was like, okay, a little bit of relief, but it was intense. And then, anyway, they gave me the same thing to open things up, and it was immediate. Like I passed it within like 2 hours, and it was as soon as it was out, instantly better. You
I'm
felt
glad
totally
to know there's
normal.
help because I would have stayed home just saying,
Yeah.
well, there's nothing you can do until
What
it
a-
works its way out.
No.
I think if it's 6
then I got on the
millimeters
plane.
or under, you're okay. You got to pass it on your own.
I think it's
Seven or-
more like 3 or something. I think
Well,
it's
is it?
very
I thought
small.
they use
yeah.
Yeah.
lasers on 7+.
No,
or
and then
something.
it's also the shape of it. Like there's some that are like little spike balls.
Well, they all are, right? Like,
Well,
I
some
thought-
of them are more rounded,
Oh.
and they pass a little bit easier.
Then aren't you supposed to drink
and you can
lemon
be
juice?
smaller but more
I didn't
spiky and
Drink any lemon juice.
That's
Yeah.
a problem.
What, Jason, where do you
Chat
get your
GPT
medicinal
that. Yeah.
information?
I
from?
talk to people. Just like this guy right here.
he had
Mike
all
and I,
these
we're focused on what, and I'm learning,
Actually, that
retaining.
You're on-
Am
you're on-
Am I
yeah,
on point?
lemon.
lemon juice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know a lot for having
There you
being
go.
a
You
guy
are-
that's
you
50
are-
and haven't had any of these problems.
You are one of the only 2 guys in this office that has Chat GPT on your computer.
Hey, and my phone too. Comes in handy. It's wrong once in a while. I have to correct them.
That's right.
yeah, it's
I'm
wrong.
just teasing.
We
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is awesome. So you got some hunts lined up this year?
My biggest hunt that I'm doing this year is just to help my son get a good deer over in
Nice.
Colorado,
Nice.
and then we're gonna try to get him a elk with his bow.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
you know, I kind of.
That's exactly what I did with my son last year.
Oh really?
Elk with his bow, deer in Colorado.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my son, he's been pretty spoiled. I got to be honest with you, because he's been able to hunt 68 and down over there in
Oh,
that
yeah.
country.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had a rule for him though. We kill all the goofy deer, like
Yeah.
older deer that just
Yeah.
we don't want in the. And this year though, he's like, Dad, I
want a
I
trophy.
want to shoot what I want to shoot.
You know,
huh?
like he killed his first one over there when he was 12. He killed about a 27, 28 inch wide 2x3 that was
Yeah.
just heavy
Oh,
with big
that's
eye
kinda
guards.
awesome.
Just
awesome.
I mean, you know, we kill good deer, but this year he's like, Dad, I want a 4-point.
Yeah.
No more of these
No
like
rejects.
goofy, like he.
No management box.
And you know Cody, and
Yeah.
so he's been going with me since he was just little, and then he's shooting his bow now, and so we're gonna try to get him a bow or a bull with his bow. You know, so that's
awesome.
We took him to. He and I went to Canada last year, and I got a moose with my bow, and then he got a bear and a wolf. It was
Wow.
it was pretty epic. It was
Wow.
awesome. Yeah, we
Yeah.
went up there and so I'm kind of putting my personal hunting things on
yeah.
hold until my son
what
gets
happens.
done.
And they're done
you know,
That's what happens.
then I'll go pursue some of my other things here in the
Yeah.
next years to come. But you only get those years
Yeah.
when they're teenagers
Yeah.
and stuff like that. For
Yep.
Yep.
so
Your priorities are straight. That's
know.
awesome.
so.
All right. Well, if I wanted some of this, what website do I go to?
It's just go to our website. It's apexnextevolution.com. And I know it's a little bit long, but apexnextevolution.com. And we did something special for all the listeners. And so if they go any of the products and they check out, at the checkout, there's a little opportunity for them to put in a discount code, EPIC25. That's you guys' discount code. They'll get a 25% discount
Wow.
off of any of the products for
That
this.
ain't-
And so
We
that
better
ain't-
go order some.
That's not
Yeah.
chicken
You know.
feed like Jason likes to say.
No.
25%.
Chucker feed.
That's
It's chucker feed.
oh, that's significant.
Yeah.
Good.
It-
Appreciate that.
Oh, you
Mike.
bet.
That's
No.
great.
Yeah, that's
Well, we
perfect.
appreciate the opportunity to partner with you guys and to continue to support our community, and we appreciate it. So,
Awesome.
Epic
Thank
25,
Awesome.
25.
All right. Apex
Next Evolution.
Next Evolution. That's
Nextevolution.com.
right. ApexNextEvolution.com. Epic 25. Logan, are you good?
We're good.
Are you going to buy some of this stuff?
I've been crushing it. I used that recovery the other day when I was in
Yeah,
a little bit of pain
on the
from dirt
motorcycle?
bike. Yeah.
Really?
It helped a lot actually. I drank it before I went to bed, and I woke up and
That's like a placebo thing. It's just a mental thing.
No.
Jason,
No.
you can't say that.
He's impressionable.
No,
young, he's
but what he
young.
wants to just mock him is because when you're 24, like you shouldn't even hurt.
Yeah, you
Like,
shouldn't even.
That is a valid point. That is a valid
What
point.
I want to do is
After
how do we
about-
get kids Logan's age to think straight? We need that clarity, the mind clarity version. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I'm thinking straight. After about the 15th lay down to that dirt bike, I was ready for something to help me with the pain.
you were calling it a day. Hadn't
What
you?
did you say? What's
Oh, I
clarity?
was going to say the quench, bud. That'll give you
But Conquer, you're
oxygenation.
using Conquer in the morning, right?
Yep, every morning I drink
And does
literally.
that help you with clarity of mind too?
Get you
COVID
going.
fog.
Yeah, get you going. I don't know about
there's a
COVID, fog,
Where do you get your milk?
Look it up.
Him and
It's a
Webb.
problem.
but COVID
Right?
fog. It's a real deal.
It's a real thing.
It's a real
Oh.
thing.
What would help a
Jeez.
guy with COVID fog?
Oh, Jesus, Jason.
Well, I don't.
Eggs and bacon.
Yeah,
How about
Prayer.
Eggs and bacon.
Prayer, eggs and bacon.
Slice an
No,
avocado.
just actually a detox probably is what you really need to do. Like a good detox. Yeah. And
What would that consist of?
a dull
72
sheep hunt
hours.
for
So-
15 days where
72-hour
you
fast?
you burn
Uh,
every extra
And you're
piece
drinking
of crap
from
out of
glacier
your body.
water?
Yeah.
But there's like a 3-day, 5-day, and then there's like the master cleanse or whatever, which is a detoxing 10-day. And if you've never done it, it's actually
Really?
it's incredible.
I've never done it
so
deliberately
let's say
like
we
that at
wanted to
home.
do a detox. What website or company would you go through?
I wouldn't. You don't need
You-
to.
you just-
no.
what do you do?
So, like when I've done it, all you need is lemons and maple syrup and cayenne pepper, and you take those 3 things and you mix it into water, and it's the only thing you take. Now, the last one I did, which was last year, when I did it, I do take these products because they're just liquid. I don't take, I did a 10-day master cleanse, and it's incredible. The first 72 hours are a little tough, and then you get into
You get no hard food, no solids.
no food.
10 days.
10 days, all you do is drink maple syrup, cayenne pepper, and lemon juice and water.
Jeez, that's a hard pass.
You know,
Could you imagine?
no, it's amazing how good you feel when you're done, and it's amazing when you're eliminating. That's a polite way of saying going number 2.
Easy on the cayenne.
And it's actually super interesting to see that even in the day 10, you're still having
Solids
that are coming out.
Come on.
100%.
Remember the John Wayne
We
story?
need to
Jason?
do that. Yes. Tell that story.
No,
Guy
we're
was
not.
worried he was going to end up with 27 pounds of
Closer
feces.
to 40.
Whatever
Is that what we
had.
have?
Yeah, about all of us. I bet sitting here right now, I probably got 10 pounds of just stuff that's inside me that's been there for however long. It's called mucoid plaque. It builds up on all of our
Intestines, colon,
yeah,
things like
everything, and it just stays in there. And unless you cleanse and you do something that will help to remove or eliminate that stuff, you can use like psyllium husk. That's another way to do it, but the master cleanse, it goes through there and it just helps to flake that stuff off, and it's incredible what comes out. It doesn't even look like a bowel movement. It's
Wow.
insane.
We're getting to the deep
This is
dive.
interesting
This is a
stuff.
deep dive.
Yeah.
This is good.
This is interesting.
You wait. People are going to do this.
I'm in.
yeah.
Who else is in? I'm doing
No,
it.
like start
A
with
guy
like a
you
3-day
doesn't
or a
have
5-day.
anything. You're
I've guided
young.
guys. I've guided
Imagine
guys that
50
have been
years
doing
old
one
that
of
have
these
never
on
done a
hunt.
cleanse. You've got some shiz built up.
Well,
Literally.
Logan was sitting there because you've heard about that then obviously before, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you just do those, that's it. And it's amazing how much better you'll feel. Your skin will clear up. I mean, all sorts of different, benefits from it.
I feel like it's like doing a cleanse on your radiator. You know how your radiator inside has all those buildups of just stuff,
Yeah,
and they don't
yeah.
work. A radiator's less efficient.
Your hot water
I
heater.
feel like you're doing the
like
same
getting
thing,
all
but
that
cleansing your pipes.
precipitates
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
plaquing up your
Yes.
water heater, and you
Yes.
can't. That same thing.
Or hot water heater with all
Good use
the,
of words,
it is.
participants. What it would,
Precipitates.
yeah. Well,
Just say it.
My closest.
who
my
knew that a
closest
hunting
thing,
conversation could get so?
my closest thing to this is like when I've done backpack sheep hunts, because you have such a net calorie deficiency when you're on those.
Oh, yeah.
For 10 or 15 days. That's the closest I've ever
You
come
do
to
come
this.
back
But
feeling
you
better.
feel like amazing. Even
Yeah.
if you go there and you're not 100% where you should be, but you crush it for 10, 15 straight days because you're eating, freeze-dried and all that. And
Yeah.
that's not a great diet necessarily, but I mean, it's what you got to eat.
plugs
Yeah.
you off a little bit.
But I mean, just the net reduction, your body burns so much fat and crap.
Wow. You come
You
back
feel the
10
very
pounds lighter.
best,
No,
and you
there's
just
no
feel
question.
when you come back,
There's no question.
Yeah.
like you feel the best, and I'm going again this year. So like August 10th, I'll be back before the rest of my hunts go. I'll be. It's always anyway.
Set you up for a good fall.
It does. I notice it, and it's the closest thing I've come to this. Other
While
than-
you're gone, I'm
other
going to be
than
looking
Mir-
at $165.
Other than Miralax,
Wishing I was looking for 210s or 20s.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. Other than the
You're
real.
not. My point is, you're not missing anything down here in the lower 48.
Where
No,
is
I'm not. I'm going the 26th of July to the 10th, so there's not even a hunt going on.
Well, I mean, plus or minus.
Chuckers,
Archery
I
antelope somewhere.
Well, okay, I'm not counting that.
Right? Well, we got some plans.
Yeah,
Ours start a little bit later.
Oh, I forgot.
A little bit later, not
Sorry.
much though.
The
Idaho.
14th. If I had a chance to go with you guys,
we're
if I
gonna
wanted.
make good on it just because these guys didn't do it. Why it's very calculated in what he decides to do hunting wise, and where he decides to spend his time.
Right.
And he came back from Idaho saying, "We're going to do this unlimited archery antelope because
some
it's
good
next
bucks.
level, whatever." And so him and I are the only ones that did it. We did it the last application day, and because you don't have to buy the tag. So you're out.
Still not
nothing to have
committed.
the
Have you
option.
actually spent the
We're
money?
totally committed. Awesome public land
Yeah.
that Mike Lee didn't get to sell.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness, right?
Yeah, I'm so tired of feeling like somebody wanted to do such a thing and sell public land. It's just disgusting.
It's offensive.
I would like to know, like, really what was behind.
Oh.
Like, who are the
I
developers?
Maybe even the
who are
big man we all support.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe even, yeah.
Like, I would like to know, because selling off public land, I mean, that's one of the only things
Doesn't
that
really-
differentiates us from the rest of the world, you know,
And
is that
you
we
Well,
have.
how much private land do you have access to? I mean, you might have a few friends. And
Yeah.
You obviously have a partner that
Yeah.
deals in private. But just think about it. I mean, if you do that, what are your options as living here in the West? What are your options? I mean, that's what we have.
That's
Yeah.
what we grew up
You
with.
can't afford it. You can't afford to go buy any.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Kansas whitetail country. You probably find some.
100
It's
acres,
somewhat
you got a
affordable.
place
Yeah.
to hunt. Yeah.
But you don't have
Not
that
out
here.
No.
100 acres does nothing for you.
Mm-mm.
It maybe get you started on a road.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it would change everybody's way of life. Fishermen, hunters, outdoor enthusiasts.
Ranchers,
Yeah.
I mean,
cattlemen.
This would
Hikers.
bring together the
Yeah.
hikers and granola crunching community with the hunting community. We all
Yeah.
lose on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of cool to see, you know, the different organizations like you were talking about, the Crunchies and the Hunters and
Yeah.
the Rancher. Everybody did come together
Yeah.
to really put some pressure on them. And I just get worried that
I
they're
just
going
wanna
to try
know
to
what-
sneak it in.
I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
There's more going behind the scenes that we don't know.
You know,
There
I want to know
is.
the real,
There
the
is.
real
but
push of
Mike
that.
Mike took it on the chin for this one, and
He held the
he
flag.
deserved it.
He
and hopefully he doesn't recover.
yeah.
That's the way I feel.
Well, I hope so,
he
too.
Totally waved the flag for it.
He
because some of the
kinda
things they've
earned
done
it.
with, you know, because like I look at this, I love to fly fish. That's one of my
Yes.
favorite things. And what they've done out west over the last 15 years or so, you know, with trespass laws and
Yeah,
where the water,
high watermarks
high
and-
watermarks and entry points.
Yes.
And I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
And those rivers are all of our rivers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, you know, guys want to run you out of there. And now this is like akin to doing that, what they did with
Yes.
the waterways.
That's right.
Now they're trying to do it with land. And who's going to buy up these giant swaths of land and then lock all of us out?
Yeah, we're dealing with corner jumping. There's just been so much. Feels like we fought so many fights in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trapping, dealing with California and predators and all of the things. It just, then we're dealing with wolves in Colorado. It's just the fights are never ending.
Yeah.
And then you heap this one on, and this big, beautiful bill that everybody, we all want to support Trump and everything that he's doing. He's done an amazing job in many aspects. But then something like this comes up, and you're just like, man, you're forcing us to rise up against.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
But we also don't want to lose our public lands and
You
some of the
can't.
things that are.
That's the only thing to
all
live
we
for in
got.
our
Yeah.
industry. It's
Yeah.
all
all
we
we
got.
got.
Well, and even if it's not in our industry, I mean, who doesn't want to be able to
Even if you just
go for a
lived here.
picnic? If you're
Yeah.
just John Q. citizen
Exactly.
that wants to take their
Exactly.
family on a picnic on
Go
a
for a
Sunday
motor-
afternoon, or
Go for a motorbike ride.
yeah,
huh?
go for a
Yeah.
bike ride on.
Some are more difficult
on
than others.
a rough place that deserves to be closed down, but it's not.
But it's
I mean,
not.
Logan, how much property do you own?
I own zero.
So just
property.
imagine if there's no public land to ride on. Would
Oh,
you buy a
it's
bike?
ridiculous.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
would you even buy a bike?
No, wouldn't buy a bike.
No, you'd live in Salt Lake.
It'd be really hard to
Buy a
justify
street
to go
bike.
hunting western big game without
Yeah.
any public land. Yeah, it's hard.
It's not an option, is it?
It's not. No.
Well, one of the things that and I might be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist on this, but since I've known Clay, I actually got into the cow business, and so I work with his family down in Swatch, and I have my own cows now. And the more that I learn about that industry, and then you look at the opposite side that's working against us, and right now, if it wasn't for public lands like the BLM and National Forest, those
Having
permits,
affordable AUMs and things
we
like that.
we couldn't run cows
No.
during the summertime because you can't
Afford it.
where we grow
Yeah.
the grass to feed them in the wintertime. We can't keep them on there.
Got to grow the hay in the summer.
You got to grow hay in the summer. And so if they took up all that and then privatized it, now we don't have access to that land. And, they're trying to get us to eat bugs, and they're trying to, get rid of all the – have you seen all the stuff that they're trying to do?
Synthetic beef.
Synthetic beef and
Yeah.
fake chicken.
It's like a veggie
There's
burger.
a
No.
certain person of great power who's invented synthetic beef, and his next mission is to buy up all public range land so that you can't have free range cows. And
Yep.
you have to buy a synthetic beef.
Yep.
Who? What? Who are we talking?
Bill Gates.
Yep.
William?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
He-
happening?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they invented fake
So
meat.
they want us to eat veggie burgers the rest of our lives?
Well, it's technically protein-based meat. Like it tastes like red meat. It looks like red meat, but it's not real. And it's synthesized in a lab. And
Yeah.
You're crap.
I
Really?
mean, who knows? It's
Yeah.
brand new, so who knows what it'd do to your body? But
Yeah.
that's a real thing.
Wow.
Like if you go and you look, like Bill Gates privately, he's one of the largest landowners privately, and all the land that he's buying is all farmland, ranch land, everything, and he does nothing with it. He's not doing anything with it. And
That's to
and-
force his next agenda.
yeah, and insects actually are the basis of that synthesized.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're using insects and different things as their protein source. And I mean, think about this. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is actually
Going
happening. And so my thought is that whoever the power brokers that be or whatever. I mean, you think of all the different angles, whether it's getting rid of beef on public land, if it's the anti-hunting groups that don't want us to have it on there, if it's the, hey, keep the little guy down, don't give him an opportunity. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I was an anti-conspiracy theory type guy, and then Jeff John, my brother-in-law, is heavy into conspiracy theory, and he's right. He's right almost all the time. I'm telling you, I believe in all conspiracy theories.
This is when we need Devin in here. That guy.
Archibald's got a few of his
The
own.
Wolverines and Red
Okay,
Dawn.
he takes
that
it.
guy,
He takes
man,
it a little extreme.
He
but I
That's
just
one of the
think-
greatest movies from back in the
is.
day,
It
though. The
is.
original
It
one.
is. The OG. It is, but I mean.
All right, I'm good. I'm buying some of this stuff. I'm going to use it. Never drinking another Monster. Never, ever a Diet Red Bull. Ever.
I'd rather drink a 1 ounce shot of, cold
Turpentine.
medicine, which is
Oh.
about the worst thing
NyQuil?
I can do.
NyQuil's disgusting.
My wife mocks me because I can't do it. I have to buy the gel caps because that stuff. But I'd rather do that than pound a Diet Red Bull.
Oh, they're so gross.
They are.
so
They're disgusting. But anyway,
They taste
good work
medicinal.
on this. Good work.
Yeah,
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
That's
it,
awesome.
Mike. Yeah.
It was great to visit.
Great
It's great to visit about the other all things in life, all things that pertain to men's health, prenatals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should make a prenatal for men. This is for you to do.
Jason, you redefine the name.
Yeah, we're going
Prenatal.
to redefine it, but it needs to. But
Pre-baby.
everybody has respect for a prenatal.
Well,
It
prenatal
builds babies.
Well, some dudes think
so-
they can have babies this day and age. You might want
Well,
to change the name.
Okay, but I just
Not
want
a
to be
prenatal.
taken care of like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I take
call
stuff
it
that makes me awesome.
Type it into chat GBT and see what they would call it.
Let's do it.
Can't call
All
it
right,
a prenatal for
we'll
men.
figure that one out.
I don't want Clay to be a part of this. I want me and you.
Okay, all right.
Me and you to be
Sorry,
part of it.
Claybird.
You and him can have the beef. You can have some of this Apex stuff. This next faction,
want
we
the-
chondroitin, glucosamine, and prenatals.
Chondroitin and glucosamine, yeah, those are
They're
good.
no joke,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, those
and
are good.
people already know their household names.
Yeah.
Let's just repackage it and
Yeah.
rebrand it. Put some camo on it.
Put some camo on it. We'll definitely do
Right?
that.
Sell it to John. He's hurts all the time.
Are you hurting, John?
No, but since
Yeah.
I've stopped the Monster and cut way
You have
back.
not.
Yeah.
You have whole cases in
No,
your fridge.
no, I don't.
You-
No, I've
you're on your
Is
side
this
of
been
the
going
office.
on in the
There's-
last
don't.
month?
Those
No, we
appeared
don't.
mysteriously. We don't,
Yeah.
but we don't touch them.
No. Anyway, but I mean, I might have. Okay, let's go down from.
Do
at least
we have like
2
we're
a day.
weaning you guys off
to
of
3.
like
Yeah.
some
it's
sort of
two to 3 a day, especially in the spring.
I had two
And
today.
yeah, and it is not good.
But we've been running
now I
cameras
might
like-
have 2 a week.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's-
Do I need to set up?
So-
Speaking of running cameras, like
Yeah.
if we're gonna really wean you guys off, do we got to like put some cameras up in here? I told you I needed to go to the bathroom. I just want to check out the
Don't talk
break
to-
room. you know?
Walmart delivers. Okay,
just-
Walmart delivers, and these guys unload this poor guy's car, and it is weighted down with cans and cans and cans of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Diet Cokes, but I
So-
mean every flavor of everything. A little bit of water.
Yeah. But we've been working on this deal and getting together since probably February.
yeah.
And so
Just
I mean,
healthier.
Yeah. Since then, I've substantially improved in the
Impose some self-awareness.
Yeah.
Well,
if you will.
if I may, and I hope I don't overstep, but having a modicum of wisdom in the way that we do things, and we're here in Utah, so listen, I don't expect I'll have a Coke. I'm drinking or a Coke when I go out to have a Mexican,
Of
dinner
course.
or
Yeah.
something.
Who
You know what I
doesn't?
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what
yeah.
it belong.
Yeah.
Coke and Mexican food belong together.
Yeah, street tacos and a ice cold Coca-Cola are like one of the greatest things. They go
Yes.
together like a hand in a glove.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, just having
Moderation.
moderation and just knowing that, hey, look, every once in a while to do something, that's one thing. It's when we do things.
6-pack a day just to routinely do it. Pound them out of the fridge.
That's
feeling guilty.
That's where you're going to have that, those kidney issues and just not feeling good. Your lower back, it's not even just your kidneys, it's your whole lower back, everything. And it's just because your body's going, wait, I don't know. But if you do things in moderation and you have a Coke or a Diet Coke or whatever your deal is, that's fine. But just in the main, start your day with something other than a synthetic, like drink this, and have this instead of your Diet Coke or whatever, your Monster or whatever. And then
I'm wondering if that'll affect your diet throughout the day too. They say Diet Coke, then all of a sudden you crave carbs the rest of the day. You know what I mean? Because Diet Coke does that. Hey, tell me I'm wrong.
You're actually, here's the crazy thing.
Am I wrong?
No, this is the crazy thing. No one, my mom, if she ever listens to this, I hope she doesn't, but she is like a Diet Coke. She drinks 6-7 cans a day.
It makes you feel good. There's no calories.
And Mike, yes, but there's aspartame as the sweetener. That is a neuroblocker. What that does is it tricks your body into thinking. So then you eat other foods. So, okay, now I'm having this, ice cream or bonbon or whatever, or even
Something
just
good.
a meal.
Yeah.
It's tricking. Your body doesn't know that the drink that you just drank now in the food you're eating, so it holds on to the fat. I quit drinking. My thing was Diet Mountain Dew. I was a DMD sucker. I drank Diet Mountain Dew.
I like Diet Coke. Diet Coke's pretty heavy.
Diet Coke is okay.
I mean, when you're 105 degrees in Nevada and it's dusty,
ice
what
cold,
are you going to...
Ice cold Diet Coke?
Right.
Oh,
I mean, you don't have a
crispness on the
choice.
back end, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're getting me all excited. I want to have a Diet Coke.
I've got
especially
lots
the
of
first 4 ounces. Especially.
They make more every day, and they're in the fridge.
But that's the thing is I quit drinking Diet Mountain Dew. I lost 10 pounds in like 2 weeks and I was drinking Diet Mountain Dew, 0 calories, but it's the aspartame and some of the other chemicals that they put in there. It tricks your body, and so when you eat other things that are fattening or that are heavy, then your body holds on to those calories and stores them. Like our bodies are the most complex, organism ever. It's like insane. We think, okay, this is what's running it. No, our gut is really what runs our body. It is insane. Like anyways,
we need to do this 10-day
absolutely.
cleanse. This 10-day cleanse.
Hey, I'll do it with you, and we can all be accountability partners, and you'll feel great going into the hunts. Like this is right now is the best time. Let's get it through the 4th of July weekend. Because we all know we're going to barbecue. We're going to eat like a bunch of gluttons this
Trying to
weekend.
get prepped for this. July 5th we start?
And
what's Monday? July 7th. Is that Monday?
Yeah, that's Monday, right? Yeah, because Friday's the 4th, right?
Yeah.
So let's get through this. Let's all go eat and eat, drink, and be merry, as they say. And then
okay. And then we start the cleanse.
Yeah.
Are you in?
I don't know that I can commit to this yet.
Well, let's start with a 5-day if you can't do the 10-day. But, I mean, if you're going to do it, go.
Yeah.
Because at 5 days, that's literally when the first 72 hours is always tough. Like that.
Yeah. Hard.
It's hard because your gut's
your body
going,
is
hey,
first,
you
got the hunger pains. Your body is finally, hey, feed me. And it hasn't switched to I'm going to start tapping in all my fat.
Yeah, you get into ketosis, and then now you start eating your body's consuming.
Eating itself.
Yeah, you're consuming your own fat cells and everything.
If I do that before I go on a sheep hunt in 3 weeks, I'm gonna die up there. I need some. I need some insulation.
You're going to lose fat off your brain.
Oh, I know. I don't need to lose. So I can't. Okay. For that reason, I'm out.
All right, I'm in.
You sound like Shark Tank. Yeah, Shark Tank.
John,
I'm totally in. 5 days. Let's do the 5 days.
And if I hit day
Monday
5
through
and I'm
Friday,
getting excited about it, I'm going to keep going.
I'm going to keep going too.
I'm going to take those days off work because I don't want to work around you guys.
So here's a little cheat code. I'll give you a cheat code. So, and then we'll start a group chat and we'll stay, and so we'll go Monday the 7th through Friday the 12th, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then Saturday, depending on how we all feel.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But here's a little cheat code: sunflower seeds. I've
I've been living on sunflower.
I don't
seeds.
eat them, but I'll put them in. I just put them in my cheat.
Yeah,
sodium.
And it's just sodium that you're getting.
So if you crack
salt.
and eat them, that's cheating.
That's cheating if you crack and eat them. But that's the cheat code. A guy taught me this.
And your body feels like it's eating.
Yeah, because you're crunching on something.
Yeah.
That
you're chewing.
You got to actually.
Well, no, I'll crunch them and then I just like you
it all
normally
out.
with the seed.
Okay.
But I spit the seed out at the same time.
All
But that way
right.
you feel like you're doing something because that's the
you get
hardest.
some salt or something out of it too, maybe. I don't know.
You get a little salt, but the biggest thing is that you'll notice day 2, day 3, your body's so used to chewing and we eat, it's a big part of it. And that's the thing that you'll notice. And so having bubble gum or gum or whatever, and then sunflower seeds, but just don't eat the seed, just, spit it out. But that was a cheat code that guy taught me.
Helped you get through.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like
isn't that the way you might be going to Lake Powell, so you might not have to witness.
I feel like I should commit Archibald to this, though. I feel like
well, once you're wait, he's not here.
He's
What are they
doing-
doing their big Spartan race?
It's later of the month. He's good.
Is he doing the one that's the 13th through the?
Yeah, he
that-
can't do that right a week
No,
before
he'll
that.
be fine.
No, come on, it's not the time.
I've done lots of Spartan races. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think it's that Saturday. You can't fast that week and do a race Saturday.
He's out.
he'll be good.
He's out.
So wait, I need some more specifics to do it. So
What do you
maybe
mean?
Well, I'll
no, the
I'll email you.
recipe. So the
I'll
recipe
email
for
you.
how much of the cayenne
Yeah.
and that to put together.
I'll tell you how much
And then-
cayenne to use, John.
Will yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, Bronson.
A tablespoon
put a
per bottle of
tablespoon
water.
John,
Okay.
just start us a group chat because I need all
yeah.
that.
So and if you supply that for us, we'll have Logan post it on our Instagram, and then anybody who wants to do the cleanse with us, the stag, and say that they're in
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So
Can we?
Okay.
But we can drink this Apex stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to drink the Apex
yeah,
stuff because
that's going to save me.
That's all good
It's
stuff.
Is there
It's,
calories
yeah.
on this stuff?
No,
No.
it's like 5 calories.
It's
That's
like-
it.
oh,
So,
And there'd be
yeah.
what in lemon, whatever.
I think there's
so
5
just-
calories in bubble gum.
Yeah.
Well,
10.
sugar there would be.
Yeah,
the
there is.
pure
There's
sugar,
calories just
Yeah.
like chewing a
Yeah.
bubblicious or
But you
something.
take
Yeah.
your extra and all that. Take
Yeah.
the
yeah.
Just to go
But no,
around.
I will drink this. This is the one cheat that we can all
Of
have.
course
is
it's
yours.
yours.
well, you have
Yeah.
to drink
Yeah.
something.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
This
part
is
of
got
the
to keep the
cleanse.
machine running.
We're going to call this the Apex Body Cleanse.
Oh.
And we're
Ooh,
gonna do
yeah.
it.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
So
All right.
Okay,
Tag
I will.
if you're
I
in.
will
I'm gonna-
email you all the specifics. The lemons, the cayenne, and the maple
Yes.
syrup. So
specific.
We're going to have large and small
This probably
intestines
has
that
to-
have never seen normalcy
Okay.
since we were
Yeah.
babies. Hey, let's call it the cake that's on the outside edge. I'm just watching it disappear.
this is.
Flake
You guys
off.
are going to be in it.
It's
Have you done it,
disgusting.
Logan?
I haven't done it. No.
Yeah,
I've
it's
done,
going to be great.
I've done 2 months of
He's a
carnivore.
kid.
That's the closest.
He's still
I've
got
done.
clean intestines.
Because I'm not perfect at carnivore, but I try to eat like a pretty
Yeah.
carnivorous, diet. Just lots of
Yeah.
meat, lots of
It's good.
proteins.
The best I ever felt was that 2 months I did it. It's expensive.
It is.
It's way too
You
expensive.
need
so.
an elk that you
An
just
elk
put
in
in
the
the
freezer.
freezer.
Yeah.
Just
If I'd have had
a
elk, I'd
load
have
of
kept
wild
doing it.
game. You can't be out of meat and then do that and then go buy red meat.
Bye, man. I'll go
I
all
don't know.
10 days on this.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah.
What about chorizo? That's probably pretty
Chorizo?
cheap meat. Chorizo.
Chorizo.
Cheap
You might as
meat.
well eat a cup of cayenne and
Hey,
just call it the
that's pretty
same.
cheap way to go for a college
Add
kid.
some cinnamon right to it too. Jeez,
What's the
chorizo.
cheapest meat known to man? Spam?
Hey, on your third
Ooh,
day,
I don't know.
on your third day of straight ground beef for dinner and tuna for lunch, it gets rough.
Tuna fish is pretty.
I love tuna.
I don't know.
fish.
Since-
Me too.
Every day
I
for
love
lunch,
tuna
straight
fish.
can of tuna.
Since
Yeah.
trail camera season started, I've lost 8 pounds. Just
Well, and
Thank
Have you really?
your wife is
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
for a month.
my wife's like really really good cook, but
John's been on
yeah,
his own for a
they were
month.
asking me, what do you eat? When you're running
Yeah.
trail cameras, I'm like, I just buy a thing of lunch meat and I
Apples.
just eat that and apples,
Meat.
and
Lunch
an
meat,
apple.
Yeah.
cheese.
cheese, lunch meat, apples, and bananas.
Mine's
That's
kipper
it.
snacks. You guys ever eat kipper
Oh,
snacks or
yeah.
smoked oysters? That's my
Smoked oysters,
yeah.
that's for backpacking, and there's
Yeah.
nothing
I don't
like
eat.
it.
Oh, man.
I don't eat kipper snacks.
But go
Well,
eat
that's
one
not
at
true,
home
except
today.
for honey.
It does nothing for you. They're disgusting.
Yeah.
But when you're out in the hills, there's
Oh, yeah,
nothing.
they
like
are.
it.
I
where I
might
grew
be
up.
gross. I literally
You eat a kipper snack
I'll eat
every
a
day?
kipper snack. Not every day, but I'll eat a kipper snack a week at least.
Yeah.
I buy them in the case at the grocery
Really?
store. Oh, I
Do you
love
have the
them.
kinds with tomato sauce? Because when I was in BC once on a stone sheep, farm,
Yes.
they gave us 10 cans
too.
of those in our food. We had one a day,
Yeah.
and by day 4 or 5, all
They're-
I could
they're
think
pr-
about was what time of day am I going to eat that
I know.
today? Because it was like a ribeye.
I
It was
know.
the tomato
Oh.
sauce.
But when you start out, they're kind of
oh,
disgusting.
you're like,
but
yeah,
by
that's
the
good,
end of
but
it,
oh,
you
but
look.
after you've been there a
And
while,
then when you
it's
come
like
home,
the,
go have one. They're
haven't had one
disgusting.
since.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I love them. They're 18 or 20 grams of protein too.
Well,
so
and that
like
fish
when you're
What I
oil
hate
in there, a lot of energy. If
The
you get 'em
kipper
in oil,
snack
not
itself
water.
is you got the skeleton in there too. You know what I mean?
Sometimes,
Like
yeah.
it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of disgusting.
Yeah,
like
but
I
they-
like an oyster.
Oh, I love
Oh, yeah.
oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love oysters. Oh,
But-
so we're doing this. The
Yeah,
Apex
we're
Body
doing it.
Cleanse.
We're
Doing
gonna
it.
start up Monday, the 7th.
Certain
And
people-
Jason, you're in.
I'm
Yeah.
in. All in.
Yeah,
Done.
I'm in.
Done
How
deal.
many days
Logs
did you
in?
say?
I'm in.
How many did you
John?
commit to, Dave? Jason, 5?
5, but I'd like to do 10.
Yeah, I committed to 5. We'll see. How
I'd
it's
like
going.
my intestines.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the light of day, but I want. They're gonna. They need to breathe, dude.
Just go do.
Think about it.
Next time
Think
you have your
about it.
What have I
colonoscopy,
done
just
here?
get the rooter
Hey,
going, man. Just
Had a colonoscopy.
I know, but
You did
that was
too.
4 years ago.
Yeah. Though they're going to be shocked.
Oh,
They're
how
going to say,
was
"Here,
that?
drink this stuff," and I'm going to be like,
I'm
"They're already
actually
cleansed."
scheduled. At the
Yeah, we
beginning
had
of
to do
August
ours.
to
We
get
did
mine.
ours. They
Yeah.
said 45s, the old new 50, and it. Yeah, when do we have to do ours again next year?
Yeah, next year.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm having
It's
my
not
first
fun.
And
one.
it was
That
not
mi-
as bad when
that
they put you.
Miralax
They put
crap.
you out. It was
It's
not
the
as bad
best
as
stuff you
everybody
ever had.
complained.
it's just the worst part is the
The
clean out
Miralax is
before.
The,
It's
what do they give you, like a berry and
Miralax.
milkshake or something?
Yeah.
It's-
It's
yeah.
nasty. You can put it in whatever liquid you want. Like
It
I
was
chose.
fine. It was just like the dairy
Vanilla
cream that I used
Gatorade.
to drink.
That is not fine. Like the problem is,
Dude,
I
take
think
half as
I
much
think,
as they
yeah,
tell
take
you to
half
take.
as much because
Truthfully.
you
don't need
you're empty. You're empty, and your
I'm gonna
body is
drink the
still
whole. I'm
trying
going to
to
drink the whole thing
get stuff
because the
out.
people helping you deserve to have a clean.
Oh
Well,
my
something to
God.
work
Yes, that. But
Yeah, you
ask
got
my wife. I got fevered. How should
Yeah.
that fever you? That
6
should give you a
hours
fever.
later. I mean,
I had a fever for 4 hours.
Maybe you contracted something.
No,
No.
I'm talking for Miralax from that process. I'm not talking after the procedure. I'm talking just the purging.
This is
That was a
disgusting. This is a
violent-
disgusting subject.
Yeah,
I don't know how we got on it, but that's a violent
Other
process.
than I think we could have a colonoscopy on day 10. Let's do this for day 10.
Oh,
have
we-
our, have
you'll
our
be clean.
colonoscopy. Yeah.
Okay.
you'll be
And
clean.
then
Well,
any
I might do
problems that they
I might
find
do that
are
next year.
real
Maybe
problems.
next year. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun.
You're gonna say, yeah,
Yeah,
you've got
I'm
the
in.
I just
pooper of
don't
a
want to be
20-year-old.
found dead out in Nevada because I'm a 100-degree trail cam run and I haven't ate anything for 5 days.
Well,
you know
are
what
you-
I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
just don't.
I
just
don't
plan
want to
around
die,
it.
Mike.
I don't want you to die either, and I would feel really bad if.
So we need to stay hydrated, I guess.
Oh, you got to stay
Well,
hydrated.
that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not cheating.
Yeah.
This isn't a fast.
Yeah.
This is not.
It seems
20
like a fast.
Oh, you're
Food-
drinking
solid
all you
food
want.
fast.
It
Well,
takes
we're
all
not
you
talking.
want.
Yeah, but that's fasting. When I go in
No,
for
I'm talking this.
When I fast
I know.
for a blood
know.
test,
This is
I
not
can
that.
drink water.
Yeah, you can drink water.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
you
like
have
a religious
to.
fast.
Like-
Yes, that's what
You're
I
not-
think you're going
no.
after. And
No,
I'm
you're
not
not
doing that.
Yeah, you're not going to die of dehydration. You're not going out for 5 days without liquid.
Right. I
So
just
you're going to
don't
be
wanna-
fine.
Okay.
No.
How long can a human go without food?
30, 30
Oh, you can go a
40
long
days.
time. Yeah, you can go a long
Forever.
time.
Depending
You're
on
like
your
the
body fat
concentration
percentage.
camp people.
Yeah.
It's water that you can't go without.
Okay,
Like,
we're in.
we're in. Okay.
okay.
Wyatt, you're in.
I am not in.
Why?
I think you need to
I get
commit, bud.
hangry, so if anyone
There's strength in numbers.
And Wyatt,
Yeah.
I think, is going on a vacation that week with his family, and that's not the time to be hangry.
Strength in numbers.
You're not
Wyatt.
going to
You
Lake
have the
Powell and go,
ultimate beach bod by the end of this.
are we ready for pals? What you're saying?
Oh, you'll lose
That's
some
right.
weight. You'll lose some weight.
10 pounds. I'll bet.
Yeah, you'll probably.
I'll bet
yeah,
you lose 10.
at least 10.
Yeah.
At least, if not, maybe even a little bit more.
and it's
So,
stuff you don't want. Plus, you'll lose some fat.
Yeah, you'll lose
Yeah.
some fat
Plus
because your
all
body.
your bowels, but then fat.
But like the last time
I want to
did
start
it,
it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Do
but
it.
you
What
got
do you got this
you
week?
got
Think
family,
ahead.
you
I
know.
know. I've
It's
got
fourth-
family. We got family.
You
burgers,
barbecues.
hot dogs, corn on
Fourth
the
of July
cob,
is not the time
watermelon.
to do
It's
that.
The 4th of July. I mean, and you're an
Yeah.
American. If you're on,
Yeah.
if you're fasting, you got problems.
Yeah, like
That's why this starts after.
we got to start
yeah.
Monday after.
What? Good luck, or Devin. Good luck
Let's
cleaning
go
up
back
all
to
this.
let's go back to this website. We're gonna have to order some of this, John.
Oh yeah.
Apex
ApexNextEvolution.com.
Okay.
Type
Quench,
in what was it,
conquer,
Epic
recover.
25 or just
Epic 25 at
is the promo
at
code
checkout.
at checkout.
Yep, and you'll get 25%
That's awesome.
off.
That's
Yep.
a great deal. So
Yeah, we
I
appreciate
that.
you guys, the community. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks
Yeah.
a lot,
All
Mike.
right. Well, it's been fun. We appreciate it. We've learned
Likewise.
a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
we have.
Dug into some personal lives, right, Wyatt? Logan.
We got personal.
Logan's got to learn how to
Got
ride a
pers-
dirt bike a little better.
I do. I need to get better.
Okay.
Hey, we all got to get better at something,
That's
right?
right.
Thank goodness for helmets.
Good thing you're not perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Okay.
Okay, guys.
All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Let's face it, if your goal is to kill big stuff, you need to draw quality tags. Quality tags are typically hard to draw. To increase your odds of drawing good tags, you need to apply in multiple states. That's where an Epic Outdoors membership can help. For only $150 a year, you get access to our consultants, our online tools, and to Epic approved outfitters and members only optics discounts. With unlimited access to our team of consultants and access to the Epic Outdoors magazines, applying in multiple states is easy. No more worrying if you're applying for the best areas, no more applying for a unit where there has been a die-off, and no more missing opportunities where you could be in the field and not sitting at home. Go online at epicoutdoors.com or call us today at 435-263-0777 to find out how you can become a member today. KUIU is the most uncompromising camo on the market. Their new Guide Pro series is the toughest, most comfortable camo you will ever own. Check out their new additions and shop men and women's camo now at KUIU.com. That's KUIU.com. Applying for tags in multiple western states can be time-consuming. At Epic Outdoors, we have you covered. Whether you want to expand your hunting portfolio or simply ensure that you never miss a deadline again, the Epic Outdoors license application service is exactly what you need. It's like having the best CPAs in the finance world do your taxes. Let the best hunting application gurus in the world do your tag applications. You'll never miss a deadline, you'll never apply for the wrong unit, and you'll never apply for a unit that's having a die-off. Your time is valuable. We do the work, you draw the tags. Epic Outdoors License App, 435-263-0777. If you want a bow from the best manufacturer there is, look at Hoyt Archery. With the addition of the new Carbon RX-8 and the aluminum Alpha X, Hoyt has reimagined what a bow can do. Hoyt Bows, where 70 pounds feels like 60. Call us to order yours today. 435-263-0777. With Fierce Rifles, every detail matters. They are hands down one of the best rifle manufacturers in the industry, and they never seem to stop making new innovations. If you want to get serious about your long-range shooting, call us to talk over your options for your next Fierce Rifle. Epic Outdoors is an official Fierce Rifle dealer. Our consultants know their whole line of rifles inside and out. 435-263-0777. Epic Optics is an authorized dealer for Swarovski, Leica, Zeiss, Vortex, Leopold, Kowa, Sig Sauer, and more. Here at Epic Optics, we are committed to getting you the best deal for the glass that fits your needs. Go to epicoptics.com or call in to speak with our consultants who will fit you with the perfect optics for your next hunt. 435-263-0777. If you're looking for your next hunting property, look no further than St. James. St. James are the experts in all sporting properties across the West. Their team of agents will spend the time getting to know you personally and find out which property out of the hundreds they have listed is perfect for you. If you've always wanted a property where you could hunt and fish, go online to stjamessportingproperties.com or give them a call at 855-711-7577 to learn more. Vortex makes optics for every occasion. Whether you're a long-range shooter dialing in that perfect shot or an archery hunter in need of an easy-to-carry optic without sacrificing quality, Vortex has you covered. Head over to epicoptics.com or call us to learn more about your Vortex options today at 435-263-0777. From top-of-the-line hunting blinds to game calls that can't be beat, GSM Outdoors has you covered for whatever outdoor equipment you need. For all of their products, head over to gsmoutdoors.com to learn more. Thompson Long Range has perfected the art of simple, affordable long-range shooting. If you don't want to calculate ballistics or adjust your turrets before making a shot, a Thompson Long Range system is for you. Simply range, place the hash mark for that distance on the animal, and pull the trigger. They make top quality rifles and host a shooting school that will leave you confident in making shots out to 1,000 yards. Visit ThompsonLongRange.com to learn more about purchasing your next rifle or booking your next shooting school experience. The crew at Epic Outdoors trusts StealthCam trail cameras to get us through the scouting season. StealthCam is the leading trail camera brand because they never stop innovating. Check out their brand new line of trail cameras, including the Revolver 360-degree camera at stealthcam.com. Epic Outdoors is an official StealthCam dealer. Call us to order yours today at 435-263-0777. PhoneScope changed the game with their digiscoping innovations and have remained the top phone-to-optic adapter on the market. Check out the incredible new Carbon Pro PhoneScope now at phonescope.com. PhoneSkope.com. Outdoor Edge is the knife that we all use here at Epic Outdoors. Whether it's a replaceable blade or fixed blade, you will not be disappointed with your Outdoor Edge knife. Head over to OutdoorEdge.com and check out their brand new Razor VX knife today. Epic Outdoors is proud to be an official Zeiss dealer and optics partner. When it comes to top-tier quality, Zeiss has been a leader in the industry for generations. If you're in the market for new optics, give us a call for unbelievable deals on Zeiss products. Giving you the highest quality and durability out there without breaking the bank is what makes Zeiss so good. Check out our website, epicoptics.com, or call us at 435-263-0777 to find out which Zeiss optic is perfect for you. Epic Outdoors is now an official CVA muzzleloader dealer. If you're in the market for a new muzzleloader, our staff can go over the different options that you should consider. CVA muzzleloaders are the go-to muzzleloader for Epic Outdoors and crew. We've definitely got our favorite setups for Western big game hunting in stock. Call us today at 435-263-0777 to find out which CVA is perfect for your next hunt.